commitment. And of course, hopefully, we will be able to find a star, a global star from amongst us. O ginatong objective. So kamo di ako na amoy mga silingan na amoy inyuhan kaugalingon ng mga kanta nga inyo nang record. Hopefully it's well recorded. You can email it to us, okay? You can email it to me at jiggy@topsmediacenter.com, okay? We'll see what I can do. We'll see if we can play that song for you and for all of us. Because that's what we're here for. We are in a hunt for the next global star, and it has to be from Cebu, or at least from the region, from the Visayas. May buntag diya, Chester Garces. Ingon siya, mag-tutorial ta og Bisaya. Sige, tudluin niya ko kog lawom nga binisaya, Chess. Kay murag naglisod ko og binisaya. Kay dili kay ko maayo mo binisaya. Pero gasuway ko, I'm trying my best, okay? Good morning to Lloyd Gantuangco. Stuck in traffic in Basak, Lapu-Lapu. What do you expect? That place, man. I don't know. Kanag yung Lapu-Lapu forever traffic sa ginadiha. You know, I was thinking it was because of the administration. I was thinking because it was bad governance. Pero pag puli na sa kanang bag-o diha ang administration, maura man gyapon diha. So I don't know, maybe that's an unsolvable problem, or maybe I don't know. I really don't know how to think about Lapu-Lapu traffic. So every time I go to Lapu-Lapu, I always factor in the traffic, and sometimes I just not think about it, because especially if you're on vacation, kay usually magto kag Lapu-Lapu, bakasyon magina kay kag beach and all of that stuff. Anyway, good morning to you, Lloyd Gantuangco. We are looking for the top 10 greatest Cebuano songs of all time. Okay, I want you to text me your list of your top 10. Okay. Sa akong mga gipangutana, daghan kayo nag-ingon nga kani kunong kantaha is one of the greatest Cebuano songs of all time. I don't know if you agree with me, okay? Tell me if you do. Kaning kanta si The Ambassadors, kaning ilang gitawag og gugmang giatay on 105.1. Local, vocal, and ready to go global. TMC.
Ikaw, ako, usa ka beso. Ikaw ang pulong, ako ritmo. Ikaw, ako ang balak nung liriko sa atong isig usa. Mamuwag ang gugma.
Kay nalit ang sa pasumbingay, mga linya mong ilay-ilay. Gikas ka sa pitik sa dughan, kasing-kasing kung karagan. Laylay ko, bahala na mong sintonado. Igo ng matunggan ko, uhit sa tingog mo. Kay kasing-kasing ko, ama, makasabot man san sa tanan. Sa balitaw, pasumbingay sa dughan. Ikaw, ako, usa ka berso. Ikaw ang tigmo, ako tono. Ikaw, ako, uyamot nga romantiko. Pinhinatong duha, mamukhat ang gugma.
Kay giduyon sa imong hala, nagiduyugan sa gitara. Kikitik sa imong pasiaw, ang tanan akong kaminaw.
sa dughan.
105.1 TMC, the best of us. Maing buntag ni Alvin Rojas, the man behind Triumph. Here in Cebu, those beautiful Triumph motorcycles. Daghang salamat sa imong pagpaminaw, Doc Alvin Rojas. It is always a pleasure to know that you're listening. Chester Garces is listening to us right now. Na siya text nga ako kasabot. I mean, nakasabot ko pero I don't know what the context is. Ingon siya nga, kausa nabasa ang tubig. What does that mean? I mean, I know that ang pasabot ni ini is ang tubig got water got wet only once. I'm not sure what that means. Is that like a figure of speech? Anyway, if you want to listen to us and watch us live as well, you can go to our official Facebook page, Tops Media Center, or you can go to our webpage, Tops Media Center, or you can look for us on YouTube, Tops Media Center, okay? And just look for the top of the morning logo where you can click that and you can join the conversation because we have a very intense and important conversation to be had, okay? Ganahan ko mahibaw unsa ang pinakangilngig, pinakabugat, pinakasipa sa inyong best guess, your best estimation nga na po kakanta nga nagagikan sa syudad or sa Sugbo, not just the city but the entire island of Cebu. Unsa ka? Again, the artist, the song has to be number one, gisuwat o gikanta sa usa ka Sugboanon. Alright, doesn't matter kung ang kanta in English, Binisaya, or Tinagawag, or Espanyol, or Hinapon, but it has to be written and composed and performed rather by a Cebuano. Okay, that's all. And of course, kitang nga syudad, in fact, kitang nga nasod, dili makita maayo mo record, right? So I doubt if there is a sort of how do you call this, a record of the number of songs, the number of sales kanang kantahan na ba kay record nga number of airplays kanang kantahan. Maybe that will be recent na siya nga mga records, but so you don't have to include that. Okay, it has to be just your personal 10 best. So I guess you will have to judge a song based on your personal preference. Okay, meaning to say, kung ganahan ba ka ng kantaha, how you feel that the song has impacted Cebu and maybe even the music industry in the Philippines at large, or how the lyrics were written, all of that stuff. So subjective, you can just tanan. So, but this is your personal top 10. I'd like to know that because, again, in the absence of record sales or any form of measure in terms of ones and zeros, marag wala pa man siguro na. So, I'd like to know your personal top 10 best, okay? And somebody messaged me and said that kang Bea Therese of Pitos, ang iyang greatest song of all time from Cebu, from a Cebuano, is Usahay.
5.1 TMC, the best of us.
Bring health into your home.
Lacto Puffy Health Alert. Likayi ang flu. Usa sa gikahadlokang sakit karon ang flu nga makuha tungod sa pagbag-o-bag-o sa panahon. Kung healthy ang imong immune system, adunay igong kusog ang imong lawas sa paglikay sa mga sakit-sakit sama sa flu. Ang pag-inom kanunay og Lacto Puffy Health Supplement makapaligod sa atong immune system. Likayi ang sakit. Inom kanunay og Lacto Puffy Health Drink and bring health into your home.
Bring health into your home.
Kami nga mga higala, permi ganado sa among trabaho.
Ganado!
Sa among pamilya.
Ganado!
Ug syempre, basta good times ang hisgutan.
Ganado!
Ang mga selebrasyon kauban ng higala, talagsaon ra kay na. Basta na ay moderation, healthy lifestyle, ug liver-aid. Ang liver-aid kay na ay silimarin na pwedeng makatabang sa himsog nga atay. Adlaw-adlaw may nagainom og liver-aid, tungod kami ay...
Ganado sa kahimsog!
Liver-aid!
It's Liver Lover, boys!
Importante nga pahinumdum ang liver-aid dili usa ka tambal ug dili angay gamiton sa pagtambal sa bisan unsang matang sa sakit. Tabang sa pagpanalipod ug pagpauswag sa kahimsog sa atay. Liver-aid Slimmering Capsule. Anaa sa nagunang mga butika nga doon Raul sa inyong lugar.
Hi, I'm Dulce, your Asia's power singing diva. From my Dulce Amor days to where I am now mentoring aspiring singers, I feel proud bringing honor to our country. At my age, I make sure I live fit and healthy with proper diet, exercise, and MX3 every day. MX3 is one of my instruments to complete the powerful rhythm and harmony of my musicality.
Mahalagang paalala, ang MX3 capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Wakame, edamame, karaage, kushikatsu, tempura, tonteyaki, gyoza, amiyaki, kazi, boteju! Okasoba, magurodon, yakisoba, okonomiyaki, sukiyaki, gyudon, boteju! Takoyaki, hayashi, sobameshi, butadon, sushi, waramiboshi, hiyashiyame, boteju!
All the best dishes from Japan, all originally from Japan. Boteju!
Hey, congratulations to DJ Summer, who is from Moalboal and who can still pick up our signal in her car as she is driving her way back to Cebu. So congratulations, DJ Summer. That is her radio name, or what is that, DJ name? O kung makalugar ka, makaani ka diri sa Tops Media Center. We are at the topmost off Cebu, 2,000 feet above sea level, and we're also at the topmost of the property Tops. Okay, please visit us here. Bring your ID. I don't know if you have an ID that says DJ Summer, but maybe you can tell me your real name as well. So congratulations. You can come over here right now if you wish. We're on here. We're going to be here in the office for practically the entire day. So you can also check the radio station out and actually the media center out. Once again, you can listen to us via regular terrestrial radio kan inyong mga radyo sa inyong mga sakyanan. Pwede sad mo maminaw namo sa among official Facebook page, Tops Media Center. O maminaw mo namo sa YouTube at Tops Media Center. Okay, either way, please help me make the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. I want you to join the conversation because this is a conversation that we need to have. Kita ang mga Sugbuanon. I want to be able to have like a definitive list of the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. So how do you do that? You can join me in the chats on YouTube. In fact, we have our friends here. Raul Alo, all the way from New Zealand. Maing buntag diha. Raul Alo. Hulubro ko nun. Sabi ni Hulubro. Good morning to Canapatis 1997. Usa sa entry sa Metro Cebu Pop Music Festival nga ako na hinumduman ay makarelate yun ko na siya sa una og karun, interpreted by a local group called Bunso. That's interesting. I'll look for that. Good morning to Brennet, to Albert De Lima. Daghang salamat sa inyuhang pagpaminaw. It is now 7:57. Maing buntag.
105.1 TMC, The Best of Us, and The Circle at Tops present Matamis na Samahan sa Tops. The Dawn, live at the Circle Viewing Deck, October 4, 8 p.m. Score your tickets now at the Tops ticket booth for only 500 pesos. Matamis na Samahan sa Tops. The Dawn, live at the Circle Viewing Deck at Tops, October 4, 8 p.m. Co-presented to you by The Circle at Tops, Montebello Villa Hotel, and 105.1 TMC, The Best of Us.
The Best of Us. Maing buntag diha. Justine, can you hear yourself or no? Oh, hold on. Give me. How about that? Wrong microphone. How about this?
Hello. Oh, there. Top of the morning, everyone.
Nothing is better than the sound of your own voice, right? Or is it the other way around?
Sometimes I find myself like when I hear my own voice, it's cringy. I don't know if anyone else can relate. But yeah.
Absolutely, I can. In fact, I told you
Even
this.
you?
I told you this story, right? Nga, it took me maybe 5 years. 5 katuig sir ko naminaw sa akong tingog until I got comfortable with it. That I wouldn't cringe with it.
Really?
Okay, I'm always listening to my voice, right? Because we're always told to listen to air checks. The idea is nga kinahanglan maminaw ka sa imong kagalingon permanente para mo improve ka, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what you should do. And I was listening to my voice and I would God, it's so cringe, man.
I know. Even any recording of myself, even on my phone, it feels weird. But yeah.
But you're a kuan man ka kaning mga awit man ka, di ba? You're a singer, right?
Awit.
Mga awit. I've never said that I've never uttered
I
that
thought
word.
that was Tagalog. It's Bisaya
mga
also.
awit. I don't know. Is it Binisaya or in
Is
English?
it, guys? Or
So,
maybe I would think like people would just say like ate kanta like that.
Ating kanta.
But I think there's a more formal Bisaya word for that.
Perhaps. Anyway, I'm wondering, ikaw, like, sa imuhang pagkanta, unsa man imuhang pamati, kaning mo cringe po ka or
Yes.
unsa?
Always good. I always cringe when I listen to myself in videos. But yeah, I grew up. I have to force that because, like you said, you'll never improve if you don't listen to yourself or watch your videos. So, sige na lang. You cringe on your own rabitaw. Like, ikaw rabitaw So, it's fine. Yeah.
Ang akong pangutana is, when you listen to yourself, are you able to objectively decide kung maayo ba or dili? I mean, like, kaya ka naman kung singing, right?
Yeah.
Kanang singing, kanang pagkanta, it's an art form, right?
Yeah.
And like all art forms, kanang wala supposedly wala nindot gulay bati, di ba? It's just what it is, right? But kanang I imagine kay kanang singing na mong medyo na mga basic measures, right? Unsa may measure? How do you measure a singer, an artist, whether he's good or not? Na gyud mga metrics, right? Aside from views and likes and popularity, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Nga akong pasabot is there like a metric
Like the standards.
of the imong loudness imong voice, imong pag-articulate sa words? I don't know. Unsa may measure na ikaw may songer natong duha.
Songist.
Songer. Laom na ka ng songist. Songer lang.
Okay. I think number one, no, for everyone who sings or everyone who's into karaoke, dapat dili gid yabag kana ra man gid. That's the only thing, Jiggy.
Okay, so I don't know for the life of me. Unsa man ang yabag? Like unsa man, like how do you know
If someone is yabag?
If someone is yabag? Kinaamon ko yung madunggan. For example, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Si Dolores O'Riordan of the Cranberries, ang iyang style pinayabag-yabagan.
I love her. Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
God bless her because she already passed away. But unsa man gyud ang yabag niya? Nganong bati man ang yabag? Nganong bati man ang yabag? Pasabta ko nako. Nganong man si Dolores O'Riordan of the Cranberries nga ganahan man ang mga tao sa iyang pagkayabag be. For example, that's just one example. Okay.
I think this singer from the Cranberries, di man na siya yabag. It's not actually yabag. It's
unsa man na di ay?
I think it's style, but it's within the.
So
I do not know how to explain it, but you know how pianos have keys.
Okay.
And each key is like a note, right? So
Okay.
For example, if the note is like ding ding, then
Okay.
you have to sing in that note. But if you're singing in a different note from the one that the song has, or in a different key, for example, that makes you yabag. Please don't come after me, mga people studying music theory, mga music teachers. Wala sila pataka ra magiging partner ni Jiggy, oy. But yeah, and it's anyone with a good ear would know. You don't have to be a good singer to know if someone is yabag. Even if your neighbor is singing, ikaw di ka tigkanta, when you hear them and it's out of tune, then yeah, they're
Okay, so
that singer is not, for me, di siya yabag. The one from the Cranberries. It's
Okay.
more of style na niya, but she still sings in the note of the song. She's
Okay.
still in the right key,
Okay, so
singing the right notes.
dili na yabag siya.
No, I wouldn't
Okay.
say she's yabag, yeah.
Okay. Kaya posible man gud nga kanang ang yabag nato is kanang dili nato naandan. Meaning to say nga kung naanad kog paminaw in ani nga kanta, for example sa 105.1 TMC, naminaw kag radio, naminaw ka og kanta o natanaw kag kanta sa TV or sa YouTube, so mo na imuhang naandan, right? So kung muusab gyana mo stray get from that concept of what a good song is, then yabag na.
No, not necessarily. I wouldn't say, because if somebody sings, for example, everyone has different styles. So
correct, yeah.
If I sing, for example, the national anthem, which you're not allowed to do here sa Philippines, nga stylize ni mo, no? It has to be sung the proper way with the proper notes.
Correct.
If you, like sa other countries, if you sing the national anthem, if kabante ka sa mga American basketball games, ilang i-change up depending sa singer, butangan nila mga riffs, mga runs, stylize ba?
Correct.
Okay. Even though it's sung in a different way from the original composition, it's not yabag.
Okay.
Mayabag na siya kung ang notes that they're singing, ang key is not within the range of the keys of the song. Yeah.
Mo na di ay.
Oh, like dili siya mo match good ba, something
Okay,
like that.
dili gid mo match.
That's how I would say it.
Sige. Ug na may mga natay na minaw
musikero.
mga musicologists or mga music teachers, mga
Yes, please correct us.
please tell us unsa man inyohang metric kung ang mga awit maayo or dili, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to... Labi na yung mga Cebuanos. Cebuanos are very critical, but in the best way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foreigners that would say, or, oh yeah, if you could impress the Filipino audience daw, then you must be really good. Kaya we're used to it, Mango Jiggy. I would think na every barangay, there's someone who knows how to dance and someone who knows how to sing.
Sakto dyan na imong observation. Grabe na
That's
dyan
why
kayo.
we would always flex na this is the hub or the nest or breeding ground of talents. Cebu is so diverse.
Mo gina ang akong greatest frustration. In fact, I voiced it out when we were talking to some Los Angeles, LA, California executives, music executives. When we had a meeting, I told them nga, kaning pagkanta-kanta, this whole singing game, we have been doing this for such a long time. I remember when I was a child, nga nanay mga amateur hour, right?
Amateur hour.
Amateur hour, meaning to say like the radio stations would like go live from a gym or from a location,
Okay.
and then ilahang i-broadcast ang mga singing contests. Almost kada Domingo na siya.
Yeah.
Kada Domingo usahay na na siya, puno kay tao. Kaya kanang manimbata, di ba? Gabi, for example, niya pagkuman mo labay ta og kaning I think it was DYRC or one of those old-time radio stations. Puno kay nagtao kay mo tanaw sila sa amateur hour.
Okay.
Sa TV.
Live singing contest.
Live singing
Okay.
contest sa TV na ay kaning tawag ng tanghalan, bagong kampiyon.
Yes,
Recently,
always.
The Voice, right? Which is actually a Western franchise, right? Which you actually joined in, right? So
Yeah.
we are way ahead of the curve
We are.
when it comes to singing competition.
That's true,
Nag-una
that's
gyud
true.
ana, pero nga naman nga mga Koreano naman inuhon ang nag-dominate sa kalibutan. Wa ko kasabot gyud ana. I do not understand that. That's why one of the reasons why we set TMC up is to find out akong tanaw ng akong pagtuo nga naagyo tay daghan diri nga
That's true.
maanindot nga world-class singers.
Talents.
It's just a matter of nudging them. Gamay lang yun nga tuod siguro.
Yeah.
And that's what
They need a
this...
platform.
Yeah, and a platform, of course. So this is what we are doing here.
Woohoo!
Ang ato silang itukmod gamay.
Yeah.
Ito-
Kuhit siguro. Not the tukmod.
Tukmod na to.
No, tukmod na. Okay.
Tukmod na to atong ihog sa kinatasan sa tops.
Sa tops.
We're just kidding.
No, that's
so,
true.
daghang salamat sa atong mga listeners sa Bohol.
Wow.
Can you believe
Hello.
that?
What do they say? Aho, aja, aja?
Ijo, aho.
Ijo,
Good morning to
Good morning.
Zyric or Zyric Leona. Maing buntag listening to your jam while waiting for my motorbike stern sa smoke test somewhere in Bohol.
Wow.
Nagpa-smoke test. You know,
I hope you're watching via the live stream as well. We're live on YouTube. So
nagmotor man siya. Island siya patanaw pa. Paminaw lang siya. Lisod
lisod
kayo.
kayo.
Maybe when you get home, please listen to us
Yeah.
and watch us on Tops Media Center on YouTube, on Facebook, and all of the social media platforms. Of course, you're listening to Top of the Morning. My name is Jiggy Juice, and right across me is Justine Narvios.
top of the morning.
See, according to Brent, it's not about singing good by yourself. It's about singing badly together. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
No, I like that. He means, I think, the fun in singing.
Okay.
You shouldn't be so pressured. Sometimes that's the thing.
Okay.
When you're out in karaoke, kani mga Pinoy, hilig kay himuon mag-og competition. Instead of karaoke night supposed to be fun, a lot of people are too conscious about, ay, basin, di lang ko mo sing, kay maybe mayabag ko. But he's
Okay.
trying to say,
Okay.
who cares? If we all sing bad together in a karaoke setting, then it's fun.
Okay.
So you're right, good.
Okay. Good morning to Raul Alo. He's pitching in, right? He's listening to us via YouTube, I think, or I'm not sure if it's through the official Facebook page or website. But he says, ang kana kuno kang Dolores O'Riordan,
Yeah.
gituyo kud na niyang out of tune so art, ang yabag out of tune so yabag.
Okay.
So
That
kung
makes sense too.
kung tuyo ni mo dili na siya yabag, kay gituyo man nimo.
Yeah, it's style. It's style ba?
Okay, I have another example, ha. But this is another foreign example, but I have to say this. Kanang YouTube, you know the band, right? For me, one of the greatest bands of all time, right?
Okay.
For me personally, anyway. Maybe next to the Dawn, or maybe next to Missing Philemon. I don't know. They're way up there in the pantheon of great artists. Kanang the Dawn, ang ilang guitar player, si Edge, one day, early in the band's life, nag sound check na sila ba?
Okay.
Unya na murag na sayop og pag-setting ang iyahang roadie, one of their technical people, na feedback. They were playing the guitar. It had a feedback. Niingon si Edge nga, "Lah, nindot lagi na.
Style.
Nindot lagi na siya. That sounds good." So they have been recreating that feedback sound in all of
Their songs.
all of their songs.
So they make it do it on purpose now.
On purpose now.
Okay.
So mo na siya example og kaning yabag nga kung imuhang i-hone Dili na mayabag kay maana naman ang dunggan, right?
Okay.
So akong pasabutan na kanang nindot or bati, wala gyud na siya kanang ato wala gyud ng himo-himo ba? Kay imbento na ta nga mo na nindot nga singer, right?
Okay.
But kung ang yabag permihon basig mo na nindot.
So you're saying it's also it's more depends gina sa people, right? Who support and listen to the song or the singer.
Posible.
Like sila we're the ones who get to choose if bati siya or yabag or di.
Yeah,
that's true.
absolutely
It could
correct.
be also. For some people, style man na.
Kaya di ba daghan makay mga singer anong sikat? Anong sikat mo kina siya? Yun sa naana niya, right?
Yeah.
Right? You've seen that, right?
Yeah, I think, or sometimes it's not that it's a bad thing. Like, I don't know if you know our homegrown talent, si Morissette Amon.
Oh.
So I don't know if you have mga fans of Morissette Amon. I for one, really like her and her
my
style.
God.
When she was new on the industry, she had this unique style niya. Marag magpapiyok-piyok.
Unsa-
Or like when your voice cracks.
Unsa mo sa nang piyok? Wasa ko sabot ng piyok-piyok. Lawom sad lang ako na nga binisa. Unsa man ang piyok-piyok?
Piyok-piyok means
Dahil,
like
unsa man na?
crack. Like your voice kind of cracks in the middle. Like mo squeak siya.
Mo squeak siya.
Yes,
Okay,
have you heard that sometimes? Like when they reach a high note, it squeaks.
Okay.
So for the longest time, a lot of people who didn't know who she was, they thought nga, sama ni siya, oy, like ganun mo squeak man yung voice.
Okay.
Why is kanang di siguro na stable yung voice or she doesn't sing well.
Okay.
But then people realized no, it's her style. So it's what makes her unique and it sounded bagay ra pod. So now even if kanang I don't see a monitor, I don't see her face on a screen. I know when it's her voice, basta mo piyok-piyok, mag-crack.
Very interesting. So mo ang style ni Morissette, right?
Yeah.
Taga Cebu ba na si Morissette?
She is from Cebu, yeah.
Taga-asa man siya napita sa Cebu, Kibaw ka?
That I don't
Kung namoy
know.
mga
yeah.
namoy yung tagpaminaw diha nga kaning nga silingan ni Morissette atong una palihog.
Yeah.
Message us.
Text us.
Message us. Our YouTube is Tops Media Center. Our official website is Tops Media Center, and our Facebook as well is Tops Media Center. You can also text us at this number. Di pa ko memorize dahil.
It's okay.
Bag-o pa man
The new
ikot.
number.
0962-746-3537. That's 0962-746-3537. Talking about Morissette ba? Ang ako ang tito og tita kaning we were watching in this is in Dakit Barilla.
Okay.
I have like a lot of stories in Dakit Barilla because I was just there over the weekend.
Great.
And I was blown away how we can still be heard. In fact, like I said,
I know.
Mual-bual.
No, it's mole-ball.
Molbol. Maabutag molbol. Maing buntag sa atong mga
Molbol.
silingan sa Mualbual.
Top of the morning to you all. Thank you so much.
I love that place.
Yeah, I think I've only been there once.
You have to go there more often.
More?
man.
Okay.
So Molbol is the second place that I'd like to retire in. First
in?
is Siargao, and second is Molbol.
Okay.
So I'd like to be doing podcasts from
From
Molbol
there,
or
yeah.
from Siargao until I die.
Yeah, you're I know, maybe grabe sa until I you're gonna have your morning coffee by the sea.
Yeah. And
Wow, that's relaxing.
And doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's play a song from Morissette, okay?
Okay, good idea.
So buano naman sa ni siya,
Yeah,
right?
she is.
And this is what this show is all about. We focus on local talent. Here she is na. Atong paminahon ko nabagid siya pinapiyok.
I don't know if it's gonna be obvious in this song, but for her fans, they know.
Matod pa ni Justine Narvios, who is also a singer herself. This one is Morissette. Undangon tani. TMC, the most
Oh my
Cebu music,
goodness.
Morissette. So isguti ko
So
no,
good.
ang atong imong istorya nako earlier.
The piyok-piyok,
Kaning,
the
no,
squeak.
not that. What happened to Morissette and what you heard about her? Because
Okay.
you mentioned mangod nga kaning murag dili na kay siya sikat karon kay
She is, but I think maybe locally.
What happened to her personal life, right? Because I know nga my titos and my titas have seen her many times over in the United States, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, grabe she's like a big fan.
Yeah.
We were watching. Imagine this, we were watching on a Sin Surround home theater in one of my titos there in Dakit, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were watching Celine Dion
Okay.
live, right?
The Celine Dion.
Celine Dion during her prime, right?
Okay.
And my tito interrupts. Mas maayo pa man si Morissette, ana? Grabe yan.
Yeah, she's so good. Yeah.
Kuyawag, because I was making a comment nga kana kuno pag baog-baog ni Celine Dion sa iyang back. Ang tinudluan na ni Pilita Corrales.
Yeah.
I mentioned that earlier, right?
Yesterday.
So ningon siya, bay, pero maayo, mas maayo gyud si Morissette. Nakakita ko niya live. Mura siya, combination ko ng Beyonce og Celine Dion og Mariah Carey ko really?
Yes, Mariah
Yeah,
Carey
but-
as well. Yeah.
Really?
She
What-
has
what-
yeah. So she has a super whole voice, meaning magtibuok kay siyang tingog. And yeah, a lot of people would associate her with Mariah Carey because among all the there's a lot of Filipino artists now. Si Regine Velasquez who can do the whistle tone, but Morissette does it really good as well, and the piyok style is also her thing. So she's really cool. We have people here in the comments. Si Zyric Leona, si Ginamos Lami.
Ginamos Lami. So
Ginamos Lami says that Morissette's from kay Mayong Dagway. Yeah, she's beautiful also, of course.
Taga-asa man siya?
Filipino beauty.
Wala
She
nang
is from Minglanilla.
Thank you,
Ginamos Lami.
Mo ding traffic yun Minglanilla di ay. So unsa may istorya niya gyud Justine? Unsa may nahitabo niya ngano man nga medyo ang iyang career karon murag ni die down magamay dili gyud ingon kan nawagtan siya sa mapa, right? Pero murag she's not as big as she once was. Unsa may so did that also change her art? Kaya katong
I wouldn't say so.
Undangon tani, right? That was made out of that partnership, that new partnership with yang bana si Dave Lamar, right? So nausap iyang sound, maurag yapon. Unsa may tan-aw nimo? Paminaw nimo day.
She's very close to her family. That's one thing I first liked about her. So she and her mom, their whole family's from Cebu. But
like a Minglanilla, right?
Yeah, they're all from Minglanilla. And then when she decided to get into show business, she joined The Voice. Syempre, you get more opportunities if you're in Manila. She was a mainstay on ASAP, so she and her mom lived together in Manila, to pursue her career.
Okay.
So if you can imagine, it must be quite a very difficult. It's not a very likely family situation, But you do what you do because you love it, and your family is supportive of you. So that's one of the blessings we can have in life. Family that loves your craft.
Yeah.
So it was great. So syempre, she also had a change of management.
Okay.
And then she got married. So I don't know if our viewers can relate those nga ni married sa'yo, or if you come from a tight-knit background, like kuyog baboy kay mo sa mong family.
Exactly. And all of a sudden, mabuwag ka, di ba?
Yeah, and then you get married. It must be a big adjustment sa
Absolutely,
town, no?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then not everyone will understand your decision for leaving your company, and then a lot of your fans from the mainstream might be like, hala, wala lagi ni siya sa ASAP. She's not doing this anymore. Why is her songs more, asa mo to yung mga birit-birit mga ana?
Unsa nga, birit-birit?
Birit-birit. Like, where are her mga belting songs? Kanang mga, she does ano man good before kanang mga...
Ako kasabot ang birit-birit. This is the
like
first...
belting.
belting.
Yeah, like when you sing with a full voice. Like that, for example. Perfect, yeah.
Whitney Houston, right?
Yeah, perfect. That's the best example. Her chorus and I Will Always Love You. So she used to do a lot of ballads.
Okay.
Now imagine sa Disney, she did a song, I think,
Reflection,
and also I think A Whole New World.
Okay.
She got to work with...
So wala na karon, it's all gone now.
Human na,
So
yeah.
is she based in the Philippines or sa gawas na, sa Amerika na?
If I'm not wrong, murag, I think sa gawas na. And she does a lot of the music on her own. She has a lot more creative control now. No, she doesn't do.
That's a good thing too, right?
Yeah.
For an artist, right?
Yeah, maybe it's what she wanted. Also, she needed to move. I think she was like, I've already had my time in the mainstream
in the
stage.
limelight,
Yeah, doing music every Sunday, performing in these shows. So maybe she just wanted to make her own music, like Undangon Tani. Yeah, which is so good.
Daghan kayong mga artists karon sangan based na sa America, because when I was in the United States last February, would you believe who I saw?
Who?
Just walking around Las Vegas. Martin Rivera.
Wow!
It blew my mind that he was actually semi-based there already, and you can actually get a gig or get him to perform in your whatever
events, yeah,
for like $8,000 or $10,000 or something.
Okay.
Or
was it not maybe for like a show, because before ABS-CBN shows they have like the Sunday show ASAP, and then they do concerts around the world.
No,
as
but
well.
it wasn't for a show. He was
okay.
like semi-based there, but I think he's back because
Did you say hi?
No, I didn't say hi because I was too far, and I was on my way to watching a stand-up comedian. Bill Maher. So I was caught between my two favorite people in the world. My favorite.
Could have just shouted Martin Rivera,
and then I'm gonna go bye.
Yeah, just say hi and bye.
Anyway, so it's just funny that there's so many Filipino artists who are now in the United States performing to not just Cebuano Filipino crowds, but an international crowd. Akong gisgutan yesterday, si Troy Bigamo 40, the band, is in an international US-wide tour. And ang iyang mga viewers dito, kay nakakita man ko sa mga video, right? Ipakita man ko ni Odi Lim o ni Mr. Roger Wagas, also one of the performers there as well.
Yeah.
Mga Cebuano kay mga bisdak poros. Oy, alegriha lagi tanaw.
Yes, Filipinos support Filipinos.
Grabihan ningawan ako. It was September 20 in Las Vegas, and I think on the 27th in California or in Sacramento. I'm not sure now. Basta kay nagkuha na siya ni tabok na siya from Canada. Canadian naman si
Canadian.
Canadian naman si Kwan
Yeah.
si Troy, right?
Yeah.
So ni perform siya sa United States. And I think he'll be back in Cebu as well. So grabe jud kayo.
Homecoming concert,
Sige na
maybe.
siya balik-balik diri.
Yeah.
Sa Cebu kada December o kada
Maybe
sinulog.
he'll do like a homecoming Christmas concert or Christmas show.
Hapit namin gipulan ni Troy. I'm just kidding.
If he's listening now, he's like, ay.
Ang ako lang yung problema ni Troy is wa gyud siya bagong kantang gihimo.
Okay, so they're like classics nga. He repeats.
They're still running on the fumes of What I Say
Okay.
and Rain. Maura ginadua ka kanta ilang gihimo
Okay.
nga ni sikat
Oh,
ug
I
maayo
think we
ba.
played both songs yesterday, or maybe just Rain, right?
It is one of the greatest songs of all time, according to some of our
Yeah, our guest
artists,
yesterday,
our guests
right?
here. In
Si,
fact,
Dice mentioned him quite a couple times, and he
Yes.
says how much he looks up to 40 the band.
si Bob sad sa kaning
Oh,
Power
yes,
Spoons
yes,
o
yes.
sa kaniyang King Spade nga rap reggae act. He also said that What I Say is one of the greatest Cebuano songs of all time. This is what we're trying to find today until the last day of the week, this
until the end of
Friday.
the week.
Hopefully, Justin, ang atong tuyo gid ani makahimo ta og top 10.
I hope so. It's even hard enough to come up with, just roughly 50.
Yeah.
But we'll get to it. That's why we need the suggestions of our listeners today. Which, by the way, on our live stream, I'm glad to see some people say, "Oh, here, Philip Andrew Mayol, top of the morning to you," says today, October 1st, is International Music Day. Wow!
Perfect.
Happy International Music Day, everyone.
Happy Music Day. What does that mean? What do you do if it's International Music Day? We do what we do every day, play music, right?
But you know what's the best way to celebrate International Music Day, guys?
What is it?
It's to listen to the highest radio. That sounds weird when I say the highest radio station.
We're broadcasting
From the high, 200,000 feet closer to heaven.
not 200,000.
Oh, wait.
2,000.
2,000, sorry.
Kanang-
2,000.
Kanang 200,000, Justin, langit na
Langit
mismo.
na na.
Langit na mismo.
Heaven itself.
Mapakong na ta sa panganod, ana.
Okay.
Mapakong ba kag panganod, Elisa?
No, I don't think so.
If you hit the clouds, what does that hurt? No.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just like
fluffy, right?
right?
Fluffy,
You
okay.
can't even you can't even touch it. I think it's just like air.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
Now the science people are gonna come after us. Kaning mga science experts, mga taka na good ning top of the morning.
Sige lang,
So
good.
yeah, listen to 105.1 top of the
Okay.
morning, the best of us. That's the best way to celebrate
Absolutely.
October 1st.
Maayong buntag ni Max Luvel Otadoy, naminaw siya. According to him,
Maayong buntag.
it's a game changer, this show. Thank you so much
Wow, thank
for your
you.
support, Max. It is always a pleasure to know that you're out there locked in, listening to us on 105.1 TMC. To Max Otadoy, dakang salamat sa imuhang pagpaminaw.
Yeah.
And ako ang igagaw nga si Chester Garces nga nagakarkar sa ni siya. Nagakarkar sa ni siya.
What did you say? Pinakakagom
The most kagumkum place in the
Woo!
world.
Yeah.
May adto rin to, mura mo ngilo akong ngipon, iglabay na ko sa karkar. Kay porting kagumkuma.
Kagumkuma sa mga ano.
Niingon siya kuno nga ang iyang top one of the greatest songs of all time from Cebu is this next song. This is a Visayan classic. Ang title sa kanta is Kausa na Basa ang Tubig.
Kausa na basa ang tubig. Okay.
From BG Sala. Atong paminahan ko mo kant mo, di mo andar di ay. Naun sa atong tagon sa kiyama. There you go.
Woo!
We're looking for the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. This could be one of them from BG Sala. Kausa na Basa ang Tubig on 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
Tulog na mata ko piyunga. Huni mo panahon humunga. Kalibutang buwak, mga layang nga buwak. Kinandaduang luwak sa tunga-tunga. Sa kangit-ngit may nabalik. hamugaway. Tanglad ko, sukdanan sa pagkakuyang ko. Mga linging pangutana, kinsa ka o kinsa ka. Katumanan ba sa pasalig ang pagbasa mo sa akong tubig? Siglap na mga tagak nga bituon, hilak na pinangga kong igsuon. Binilanggo ako sa kagahapong nagmahal, ang kaugmaon gisugal sa tunga-tunga sa kamingaw. Gipangita ko ang adlaw ug ikaw sa tunga-tunga sa kapakyasan palihog ang hangin. Iduyan gugma mo kalampusan ko, gugma mo kadaugan ko.
105.1 TMC. That one is BG Sala. And
I like the vibe. It's giving, it reminds me of like the day before Holy Week, like when you can make noise because Jesus hasn't passed yet. And then,
mao ba tong kanta?
like, that's what people sing sa, sa provinces, right? Like in karaoke. I don't know. I feel like that sounded familiar.
Sakto to. I'm curious if I play the right song.
Was that the right song for the one who made the suggestion?
Kausan na basa ang tubig. Grabe si ka philosophical sa.
Oh, somebody here said, Ginamos Lami again says, karon nga kanta kay para sa Senior Santo Niño. Really?
I didn't know
so
that.
I think it's something like a worship song.
Yeah, really.
Thank
now.
you.
It's just interesting ang title niya ba. Kausaran na basa ang tubig. Right? Think about that for a while from a philosophical perspective.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Kausaran na basa ang tubig.
So there was a time when there was no water, and then the water got wet, and then it became water. And I don't understand.
Well, from a philosophical background,
Yeah.
the essence of water is that it's wet.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know why kausara siya nabasa.
Giunsa man pagabasa ang tubig.
God, I don't even know. You know what? We have to like understand the lyrics siguro.
Sige, ito ng sabto ng tarong.
Yeah.
It is now 8:38. Nangita mi sa pinaka-kulba, pinaka-ngilingig, pinaka-bugat nga napo ka sugbuanon nga kanta, right?
Yep.
The top 10 biggest
Top 10
Cebuano
biggest hits.
hits of all time. I was telling them earlier.
It's hard.
I know it's hard, right? I was telling them earlier, Justine, nga, wala pa muntay, we're not a country, we're not a city that measures and records a lot, right? So,
Yeah.
kanang mga metrics, kanang mga number of records, kaning sold,
Yep.
number of plays,
Streams.
number of streams, maybe, are fairly recent developments, right?
Yeah.
So, kaning mga karaan nga kanta, wala pa ni sila streams, obviously, right?
No, you had to buy the CD gear,
Yes.
listen to it on the radio.
Plaka pa, tunguna, plaka
Oh
pa
my
to, tunguna,
goodness,
right?
yeah,
So,
plaka.
wala man tay statistics na, wala man tay measures na ba because we don't have access to
Only
that.
the companies that sell the records.
Maybe. But the point is, ay na lang naapila.
Okay.
Ang imong top 10 greatest songs of all time from Cebu, written by and performed by a Cebuano,
Yep.
is just ang imong mga measures lang is the quality of the song, the way
Okay.
it has impacted on you
Yep.
and music, the music scene in Cebu, or if
Yeah.
not the Philippines, if
How
not
it
the
reflects
world.
our cultural diversity.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
So muna lang na imuhang silbing
What do you think about,
imong i-add sa imuhang pag
Okay.
judge kung unsa ang top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. And if I may make a interjection or maybe even a bold statement,
Yeah.
Justine, I think in this whole greatest Cebuano hits of all time, these guys have to be in the conversation. I am talking about Insoy and
Okay.
the rest of Missing Filimon.
Yeah.
They have to
Grabe.
be in the conversation, right?
Yeah.
Magilty
Everyone in Cebu knows about them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
Magilty man ko nila kay ang kaning kata Missing Filimon.
I ought to know an English word or two.
right? Ingon si what is this? Dinan 730. Og ang Cebu mahimong pang mega Cebu kanang sama sa Manila ang missing Filemon mo ay atong nasa
Yeah.
trono sa Eraserheads karong
Yup,
panahon na.
that's true.
Actually, idol kaya na nila ang Eraserheads. Ni
Okay.
Insoy and the rest of the guys. In fact, I saw them perform in, I think it was Independence Day, sa Plaza Independencia. Kaning, ni kanta gyud sila og kaning mga Eraserhead songs sad ba?
Okay, so they also sing.
Yeah,
They're fans of Eraserhead.
Absolutely, and I think I get that Eraserhead's vibe with the band, right?
Yeah. I'd like to say a huge shout out to all the people listening. I posted on my Instagram story a question sticker and asked people, so I'll be reading their answers in a bit. I asked them,
What's the question?
I asked what's their favorite Cebuano written and performed song. So they have a couple answers. I'll read it in a bit. But I'd like to say a shout out. I have some friends hitting me up, family members that are saying, "Oh, I'm watching you right now via the live stream on YouTube." So
Okay.
thank you so much. Huge shout out to the Tan family, my best friend Angelica Tan and her parents. I don't know, she probably hostaged her parents and forced them to watch me as well on the on the live stream. Thank you, G. And then also, I got a message. Baby Kathleen Bolo, Tatat, is listening. Hi, Tatat. Yeah, and then I'll be checking out the answers of a couple people. So again, if you want to contribute, help me and Jiggy find our top 10 best Cebuano hits.
Not just best, greatest.
Greatest. Top 10 greatest hits.
What's yung binisayan ng greatest? Pinakabugat raman akong
Kutob
raman ko kutob.
I don't even know.
Pinakangilngig.
Pinakangilngig siguro.
Kanangilngig. Murag humba man sana siya. So I don't know, man. So maybe tabangan sa meaning
Yeah,
ng
can you help us find the word, like something that really equates to greatest?
Greatest,
no? So
right?
not just best, but greatest.
Greatest.
No, I want to say how you said it.
Greatest.
There, that's the way.
Nagi murag gamay nga
There's
buak
a
sa
little,
imong
yeah, you have to have that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Join us in our conversation. You can join us on Facebook, topsmediacenter.com, our official Facebook page, our official website, I mean, and also on YouTube, Tops Media Center. You can actually see us and you can join us in the chats because this is an ongoing conversation that we should have had a long time ago. The top
Long
10
overdue.
the top 10 greatest Cebuano songs of all time. Songs that are written by and performed by a Cebuano, sang in any language or dialect. It doesn't matter, okay? Join us in our conversation. Also, nanghatag po tawag mga free invites, free passes to watch Kay Tamis ng Samahan with The Dawn. You know The Dawn, right?
The Dawn.
Yeah, The Dawn.
We're going to have their show here.
Yep, this October 4 at the Circle, okay?
It's going to be so much fun, guys. The environment's
Absolutely.
here, the good music, good food. There's no other reason to not go.
Just by being here, it's already fun.
And also, when you come up here, feel free to visit the studio or the station. We're the top of Cebu. We're at Tops Media Center. So we always name everything top, like top of the morning. So I always get confused. Yeah,
Don't get confused. Don't get confused.
TMC, the best of us.
Okay.
So visit us in our station. Feel free to say hi. And like Kuya Magic would always say, if you want to promote yourself, if you sing, dance, or have talent, and you'd like to just say hi, I give a quick shout out, then yeah, feel free to visit us.
Okay, now I message her from RB.
From the text line.
From the text. No, this is from the messenger.
Okay.
According to him or her, RB Arkayan, I think the greatest Cebuano song is Batu Balani. Is that
Wow.
You know that song?
For the that's what they play every sinulog.
Really, Batu Balani?
Isn't that the one, guys? Like Batu Balani sa gugma. Isn't that the one? And then you raise your Santo Niño or you wave to Santo Niño.
What is a Batu Balani, by the way?
Oh my, I don't know what it translates to, but it's like an homage or like you're giving praise to Senior Santo Niño.
Ah, so this is like
which when you think of Cebu, you think of Santo Niño, of course. No?
Because of course, so we're a Christian nation, and I think Christianity
Santo Niño was first brought here.
Exactamundo. So Moraga, most of our songs are kind of like worship songs. Right?
No, that's good. Is that technically no? That's not pre-colonial because it's about Santo Niño.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's one of the first songs to go during the Spanish occupation or Spanish colonization.
Okay, according to my friend Joel Juarez, who is a top-notch marathon race organizer who just came from down under from Australia to compete in
Down Under.
In Down Under. That's why he's got a like a wicked Australian accent. He said that asan naman to? Ang kana ko ng Batu Bala. Let me just get that. Kana ko ng Batu Balani is an actual English translation according to what is this? Joel Juarez. Batu Balani means magnet of love.
Ah, okay.
Wow, interesting.
Wow.
Magnet of love. What is that? What is a magnet of love?
Maybe it has something to do with I don't know if
Are you like a what is that? A magnet of love?
I don't know how this works. I don't know the science of that. Well, I'm the worst person to ask about that. But I think it has to do with, like, maybe in a poetic sense.
Okay.
Like for those who are very religious.
Okay.
Señor Santo Niño is the magnet of love, and yeah.
We don't have we don't have magnets of love here, but what we do have we have what we call coats of love. Is that all right? Can you deal with that instead of just a magnet, just a coat of love? Is that okay?
Yeah, I suppose it's good. Hope you like this song.
On 105.1.
The Best of Us.
You code of love.
105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music, ang pinakasagbuanon nga radio station ever, right?
Yep.
Our commitment,
The most Cebuano music.
our commitment to local music is total. And of
We're
course,
all for homegrown talent,
yes.
homegrown music.
yeah.
So yeah.
And that song was actually just in place of Batu Balani, which is the
Yeah.
magnet of love.
Yeah.
And I got good news for you, Joel Juarez and Max Otadoy and everyone. I found the
Jiggy
song.
worked hard to search for this.
Yes,
So thank God we have it.
I did not leave any stone unturned.
Unturned.
What's it mean say
Any bato unturned.
wala ko'y bato nga
Wala gi.
wala gi
God, I
gituwad.
can't- gituwad. Yeah, I think so.
Matuwad ba ng bato?
Yeah. I'm happy that in the chats there are a lot of people engaged and they're telling us about what Batu Balani is.
What is Batu Balani?
Yeah.
Magnet of love?
Magnet of Love. And Philip Andrew Mayol says that Batu Balani sa Gugma is a song of thanksgiving from a popular song from Spain called Gozos in honor of the Blessed Virgin, used since the 15th century and was brought to the Philippines because of the missionary friars. So yeah, I'm so glad we got to adapt that.
Fifth century. It says 5th century.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. 5th century.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uyawa ng mga tawhanay, mas mga learned, mas mga banggiitan, mas mga hait man
No,
siya
but
nato da.
for those who've never heard Batu Balani, that this be an educational moment for us to really
Absolutely.
understand our roots. You know, when we think about the top 10 or the greatest.
The greatest.
greatest Cebuano songs, it's nice to consider those from even the colonial era. So, yeah.
Let's play
Keep it coming, guys.
Let's play that song that everybody's talking about, including Joel Juarez and Max Otado and everyone on our streams, on our chats, right? Daghang salamat sa inyong
Thank you so
pag-join.
much.
TopsMediaCenter.com on website, Facebook, Tops Media Center, and on YouTube, it's Tops Media Center. Join us in the chats so we can have this conversation that we should have had a long time ago. The top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. And one of them, most people say, should be this next song, which translates into Magnet of Love. This one is Manny Lapincao's version of Batu Balani.
You are listening to the best of Cebu music from the old
You code of love
to the new.
Sayang kong LDR
105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Like approach you and go like, "Pa-picture ko ni mo guwapa or guwapo," right? What is that?
I mean, I should be asking you as the iconic voice of Cebu. I feel like people would be like,
but
"Hala."
nobody does that to a handsome person. People do that to a celebrity, like a star, like an influencer,
Ah,
right?
okay.
But nobody says because you're guapo, somebody wants to take a picture of you. You've got to be famous too, right? You know what I mean? Do you
I
understand
guess so,
where,
yeah,
where I'm coming from?
Yeah. So I'm happy to see a lot of the comments are mentioning the song earlier. They're like, hala, puro lagi ni Cebuano music. And they're
Mga
like, oh,
bisdak.
this feels like a Sunday. This feels like a fiesta. That is because at 105.1 TMC, we play all the best Cebuano hits, right? So we're pro Cebu, pro homegrown music, right? So yeah,
we have a,
if
we have
you
a,
got some
we have,
suggestions,
we have
send
a
them
bias.
over.
We have a bias.
We do
right?
have a bias. Sorry, not sorry, right?
Good morning once again to Joel Juarez, who's actually who loved that song because he's serving as a Basilica lay
Oh, really?
minister.
Oh,
Maayong buntag
top of
diya,
the
Sir-
morning to you.
Sir Joel.
I also really resonate with that song. It's something special to me because my grandmother, who's listening again, hi Ua, she's a devotee at the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño Church downtown, and for more than 30 years, my grandparents also supply the religious icons, the Santo Niños, the church
Wow.
pews, the beds of the priests, the
Wow.
windowsills, and all wooden
Really now?
woodcrafts. Yep, for that church. So
in Basilica.
in Basilica Santo Niño,
Wow.
yeah. So
Interesting.
if you want to check out our products, our mga crucifix, our Santo Niño wooden statues, they're hand carved.
Wow.
They're at the gift shop of Basilica del Minore. Basilica Minore del Santo Niño
But the actual
Church.
carvings and the beds of the priests of Santo
Yep,
Niño,
yeah,
you
those
provide
are
that?
yeah
You know what?
designed by my grandpa.
I've got a deep dark secret for you.
Okay.
Okay. I used to be a sacristan, right?
Really?
Seriously, man. You know what a sacristan
Jiggy
is,
the
right?
sacristan?
You know those those kids that wear like a robes.
Yeah, they're like training to be priests,
Training
basically.
to- I was training to be. I was
priest
training to be a
trainees.
priest, bro.
Oh my goodness, I can't
and
imagine Jiggy as a
I
priest.
remember we were doing like choir every Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And then we would go to like the convent, right, and have our
Okay.
snacks or whatever.
All boys, right?
And-
All boys.
All boys, yeah. And then we would like check out all these carvings all over the convent, right?
Okay.
And we were thinking these are beautiful, you know.
Oh,
so
that's great.
that was your Lola's products. I didn't know that.
Yeah, my grandparents' products, yeah, most of them in that
Grabe,
church.
kinsa may
yeah,
nag- kinsa may
the altars.
kinsa may nagtadara na, kinsa may nagcarve na.
Well, our trustworthy, we have kanang carpenters at home.
Okay.
Yeah, so
You still do that?
yeah, we still do that.
Is it
till now.
it's still ongoing, right?
Yep, our products are displayed at the gift shop of the church.
Oh, so
Yeah.
do you only carve religious artifacts.
No,
or
we do
religious
all sorts
images
of
and
furniture.
all that stuff.
No, all sorts of furniture, couches. Most of the furniture in my house are
Wow.
were designed by my grandpa.
Wow.
Or like yeah.
What kind of wood do you usually use?
Okay, that I need to know.
Okay.
Pa. I forgot. Sometimes they also use fiber. I think it's like a synthetic kind of
Yeah,
wood. So
yeah.
it really depends on what the clients are looking for. But yeah, I still can't get over the fact you're a sacristan.
An altar boy.
Yeah, an altar boy. Top of the morning to all the...
Top of the morning to all of you. You're listening to Top of the Morning with the Jiggy Juice and Justine
I
Narvios.
can't imagine if you became a priest and all your masses would look like,
no.
Good morning. Welcome to today's, what do you call this?
Sermon.
Sermon.
With Jiggy Juice.
That's going to be funny. I don't think anyone would ever fall asleep in your mass.
You know, the scariest part is, you know how it is when you when the priest,
raises the...
genuflex,
genuflex, okay.
genuflex, and then you have to ring the bell.
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
something
you have
like-
to get the timing
Yeah,
right.
you have to have the timing right, you know? And because if you don't, then the priest looks at you and goes,
Gives you a side.
what are you doing?
Give me my cup and my other stuff, boy. Why are you just standing there?
Very
That's
interesting.
true.
Very
yeah.
interesting, the fact that...
I can't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, and...
For how long were you in the seminary?
I went to school. No, it wasn't the seminary. I went to Colegio del Santo Niño. The school,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
'Cause
And then
my-
you had to serve.
Yes, of course, because my folks worked in City Hall, so I needed to be in school
Okay.
closer to where my parents worked, right?
were, okay.
So that's what was going on there. And
You lived there? Did you have to lodge there or no?
No, we didn't live there. We lived
okay.
somewhere in
So it's really not the seminary
where we are now in
setup.
Guadalupe. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. You mentioned earlier about this guy, Jericho Estrigan, who I had a chance to
Yes.
talk to a few days ago, and how he's very humble and all that. So
Yeah.
give me the lowdown on Jericho Estrigan, right?
Yeah, so, okay. I was telling Jiggy of how this October 17th, Ateneos de Cebu will be having their intramurals, or what they call as the Magis Fest, and then they were looking for a couple judges. They asked me to... one of them will also be Jericho Estrigan, who's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
He works with Katsuki Espina, who I look up to so much, and the studio where Jericho is from is where I recorded my latest song. So yeah, the connection is there. And I was telling Jiggy, hey, can you play his song Bonita? That's one song that me and my sister really like, one of his newest tracks. So yeah, Jericho, if you, it would be nice if we had him on the station. He's a good.
He was here a few days ago, and he'll be
okay.
back here maybe to do a show.
That's
because
great.
From
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah.
understand, he's not only a real estate mogul in the making,
Mm-hmm.
he's also a sportscaster, aside from being a great
Yep.
singer. Jericho Estrigan, according to Kuya Magic.
Yeah, shout out to Jericho. That was a really good song.
Yeah, I know, right? I've been meaning to invite him over here. In fact, he's very busy with working on
Yeah.
a new single, according to his message.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
That's great, right? Good morning to all of our friends locked into us at Fifth Avenue. You know these guys from Fifth Avenue? Oh, yeah. Does that ring a bell?
Top of the morning.
Top of
everyone
the
from
morning.
Fifth Avenue.
To Tata and the rest of the guys. They're all listening to us right now.
Wow.
Dagang salamat.
Thank you so much.
My heart is full. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we hope you're
for
enjoying the
listening.
song so far. Feel free to send your suggestions
Yes,
because we're
please.
still on the way to finding our top
10 greatest,
10 greatest
hits of all time.
Of
right?
all time, yeah.
From Cebu.
This is much harder than you guys think. Oh my goodness. We had to consider songs from the colonial era to songs now, like from the within the what you say? Kuya Magic? Within the walls of Jericho.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the range is crazy
I
broad.
know, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about what you just said, Justine, about the era, the time frame that we're trying to...
I know. It's not like within the 10 years. It's within the...
And I'm thinking,
Goodness.
like, what do you think was the first song ever? Like,
First song
ever. I'm thinking, like somebody probably, like, maybe, like, dropped a rock on somebody's foot and go, ah!
That's a good one.
And then somebody said, hey, that sounds good.
I'm going to sample that.
It became like this rock song,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, maybe.
Maybe
yeah.
that's why it's called...
Like,
that's why it's called rock and roll. Maybe it's actually a...
Because you dropped a rock on someone's foot
Nahogan
and it rolled over.
nahog og bato sa katao niya
Yeah.
pag human kasagit siya niya.
Yeah. And then probably, yeah.
And
I
that
think
was
so.
that was the first rock song. Could be, right?
Could be. I mean, I thought you were talking about the first song in in Cebu, siguro.
In the planet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's it.
Na
Yeah,
nahog
yeah.
nga bato sa tiil niya pag human gisakitan.
And then it rolled.
And then it's,
Rock and roll.
it
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
it sounds good, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Very interesting. Once again, please join us in the chats. TopsMediaCenter.com. That's our official Facebook page is Tops Media Center. And of course on YouTube, Tops Media Center. We're having a conversation about the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. You can also text us. We have a text line that I'd like to say is semi-temporary, semi-permanent. Oh, that's the same, right? 0962. That's 0962 746 3537. That's the official TMC text number. 0962 746 3537. We're going to be giving out some more. The Dawn kay Tamis ng Samahan with The Dawn this October 4. It's happening. It's getting dangerously close. Please score your tickets right
Get your
now.
tickets now.
Before they run out. Kasi kani mga Cebuano, kadaghanan ani.
Yep.
Nato, mga last minute kay ba?
Oh yeah,
Mahibo-
yeah. No,
mahibo-
I can relate to that.
Mahibong lang ko nga mga concert ng organizers sa Cebu magpanik na ba kay kaning
Yeah.
hinay pa makang tickets jigs. Ingon sila ba? But I always tell them kanang mga Cebuano
Just wait.
last minute ni.
Yeah, that's
Pero
true.
dili ko kasabot kung kanay ng mga international shows, let's say for example katong
yeah.
katong One Direction nga ni ari diri sa Pilipinas, dili pa kay sa Cebu ha. Ang mga tao oy naglinya like
I think it's because
before the tickets were available already. Niya pag
dito
human-
sa SM no mag-overnight, mag-camping sa parking lot.
Absolutely. Pag human, maglinya sila, right? Pag human,
Yeah, I know.
kaning sold out na even before the mall closes, right? In
Yep,
in
that's true.
one day. Ito nga di ko kasabot. Nga
I think it's
panic
because
sila.
for Western, I don't know if this exists for homegrown music shows. I think Filipinos generally aren't greedy to get tickets because they know like, oh, okay, I think they can accommodate everyone. But I noticed for Western shows, there's this what they call as scalpers, or what are they called?
Scalpers.
Scalpers,
Well,
right? And then they hoard so much of the tickets
Yeah.
and they resell it at such
Well,
a bigger price.
That scalping has been going on forever. I remember
Yeah.
basketball games back in the 80s.
Oh,
They were already
okay.
scalpers. But what I'm saying is the kind of enthusiasm ba?
Oh,
Nga,
okay.
taga Pilipinas na siya, mabalik na siya, whatever,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they
I
don't
think I know
really,
what you mean.
They don't really mind. But although the Beanie concert here
Oh,
in Waterfront, daghan kay nahutan og ticket ato because it got
Yes.
wiped out also
Yes.
real quick, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like last minute, pero if it's big, then we are forced to
Yeah.
buy ahead of time, right?
Yeah, that's true,
That
that's
should be a
true.
lesson to all of us. When you want to buy tickets,
And you notice this all the time since you go to a lot of concerts, right? Like this happens almost every time you go to a concert.
every time.
Yeah.
Mga tana ko sa mga producers ba, because I'm always talking to the producers kana mga organize og mga concert. Hinay gyud ang tickets gyud. In fact, mga 20%. 30% pa in the last week of the show niya pag human mo spike like galit last 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Kay bao na kas mga Cebuano sa
Yeah,
usahay
we're
mga
kinda last minute.
ganahan gyud sila free.
No, I think that's also
Ganahan sa sila free. Tinod niya akong gisulti nimo kanang
okay. So if you guys want something free,
kaila man ko ani sa producer tagaan siya kog free na niya, right?
freebies.
But that's not the way to support man good local artists man good.
Okay.
Because kaning if you want a concert to be done continuously and in more
And for them to come back.
For them to come back, kinanglan ang mga producer di sa malkansi, right?
Yep, that's true.
Maski dato na ang producer, maski na ni kwarta ang producer, basi kaila ka na niya kwartahan na siya pero ang iya manggong negosyo gid is concert,
Yep,
right?
that's true.
Concert
Support the business.
Pag human kung palpak ang iyang concert, kung dili maka break even o makaginansya gamay, di na siya ganan mo balik, di na siya ganan mo concert, right?
Yeah.
So it's important nga instead of asking for free, show your support to the local artists.
And buy tickets
Buy
early.
tickets and buy tickets early. Para dili sad magpanik-panik ang mga producer nga so ni makansim sa dani.
No, wala tayo tickets dito.
So
That's true. So that's why here at 105.1 Top of the Morning, Jiggy is generous enough to give out some free tickets. Two free tickets.
Two tickets for kay Tamis ng Samahan with The Dawn.
Yeah, all you gotta do is text the trunk line
Yep.
that Jiggy gave earlier.
Yeah.
Give us your name and where you're currently listening from. He's trying to find the farthest location from the
Furthest.
station.
We already have a Boal listener.
Can someone beat that?
I'm not
no,
sure.
Bohol, right?
We have Bohol listeners as well.
But from the trunk line.
Tell you a funny. This is not a funny story. This is an interesting story.
Yeah?
According to that person from Boal, she was actually driving from Boal. She was already in Barili and closer to Cebu now. She's actually a transgender. Her name is Stewart Pepania.
Hi.
She's actually
Top of the morning.
That's her real name, a transgender. Thank you so much for listening. It is always a pleasure to know that you're out there listening. This next song I'd like to send out to our friends from Fifth Avenue to Tata and the rest of the guys as we search and have a conversation about the Fick, right?
Yep, Kurt Fick and written by Jude Gitamundok.
Wow, and Kurt Fick was actually here in the studios not too
Oh,
long
really?
ago, right? he was like part of a. Did you ask him to do something? What did you ask him to do here, Kurt? Kurt?
He asked him to laugh.
I kind of said, you want to collab? And he was like, yeah, we can collab. I said,
Cool.
can you collab now? He's like, okay. And then we brought him in on a very little small project, bang, like while you're here, can you just sing into
Can
this
you do this
microphone?
too?
But yeah, you guys will get to hear it on the 20th of October for the
Wow.
Art Fest.
What is this thing that they're going to be hearing?
It is. Oh, I can't really say, but it's a song.
It's something big. Let's just say.
Yeah, it's something big, and it's something around us right now. Oi.
Oy. Gusto na. Hasula. Maing buntag sa atong mga igsuon na minaw ron at
Maing
on
buntag.
YouTube. Wala binasayang YouTube, di ba?
Yeah.
Wala
No,
binasayang.
ikaw chup.
Ikaw tubo. Anyway.
Ikaw tubo. We should call it that. Yeah.
Di sa ta papalabig
Okay.
binisaya.
We have to name the brands.
Nasobraan na sa, di ba?
Yes.
Kay ato man gyud nga paningwaon nga istorya to og straight nga binisaya, right?
Yeah, we'll try our best.
As best as we can, right?
Oo.
So maing buntag sa atong mga kaigsuon nga naminaw sa YouTube, living in Cebu nag-request og Q-Shay.
Okay, great.
You're familiar with Q-Shay?
Yeah.
I think they're one of those bands that was able to make it big nationwide.
Yeah.
Together with the
We have a lot of good suggestions on
Yeah.
this on the chat.
Napoy nag-request og Yoyoy Villami.
Yeah, they
As-
say he's not from Cebu, but he's actually a Visayan
Taga-asa
novelty.
Taga-asa man ni siya kung dili taga Cebu.
That's the thing. I don't really know, but he's when I searched him online, he's counted as a Visayan novelty singer. So we'll count him.
Oh, that's part of our
And his songs are so good. Like we
our
get
project, right? To be able to put the spotlight on
Yep.
not just the local but the Visayas artists,
Visayas
right?
itself, yeah. But it's just for the convenience of this week. If we did top 10 greatest Visayan songs, we would be overloaded. We'd
Yeah.
need more than a morning show.
we just want to do
For now, we'll do
Cebuanos
Cebu for
first,
now.
Cebuanos
But don't
first.
worry, to our listeners, we'll be featuring music from all over the Visayas
and all over the
and
Philippines.
all over the Philippines, and also in Kuya Magic Show all
over
over
the world.
Yeah.
And speaking of Bisaya,
Yeah.
live in the studios of 105.1 TMC, we have a true lumad, a true
Right.
Bisaya. Let's just call him DJ Jai. Maing buntag dia DJ Jai.
Good morning, DJ Jai.
May buntag
May
sa
buntag.
tanan.
He's
May
actually
buntag
a-
sa TMC.
You can use the headphones if you like. Maing buntag dia Jai. He's actually a former broadcaster as well. Justine and Kuya Magic.
Yeah.
Kani siya nakuha lang ni siya ang iyang trajectory siyang kinabuhi na usab lang o gamay.
Okay.
Kay murag something seismic happened in his life, and then he made a detour, and he's now an advocate of so many things,
Yeah.
including the Lumads of Cebu. Tell us about what it is that you advocate for, and how it is connected to what we're trying to do for the entire week, which is to
Yep.
find the best and the greatest Cebuano hits of all time. Go ahead, Jai.
Kanang makulbaan taga ng mga wanda. Pag sinugdanan or the beginnings. I would say lumad means roots. And everybody knows when you look at the global, emergence of people, we really came from where we came from. If you go back to the origins, and if you look at America, you got the American Indians.
Yeah.
And the Indians,
Native Americans.
Indians or Native Americans. When I say saktong tawag, if we use the English word.
Yeah.
So the Native,
Americans.
kita sa dire, we're a Native Sugbuanon.
Okay.
And the right term for our island is Sugbu.
Yeah.
Because that initially was the name that was given by its elder and leader who came in here way back, the Srivijayans. His name is Shri Rajamuda Lumay. And regarding that, Igsoong Jiggy, and I want to reintroduce to everybody that this movement is not really my movement. This is a movement for our identity. Because ang atuang sinugdanan naglibog na ta din dagikan. Unsa man ka kanang Espanyol ka kay moingon ra ba din ang atong mga kanang kauban nato kay igsuon na nato diri nga ako na amo koy dugong Espanyol.
Or Chinese.
Oh, unfortunately, sorry to say this, but you don't have. Majority, you don't have. Sorry, pero sa tinuod lang, ato lang yung sabton nga.
Why are you making it sound like it's a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing.
It's
right?
not a bad. Yeah, bitaw.
It's
sakto.
just not a truth, right?
Jiggy here sa Serna ba ya?
No. I definitely have no Espanyol blood whatsoever. But it's not a bad thing or a good
It's
thing.
not a bad thing,
It's
yeah.
just a thing, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
That's just a truth, right?
Yeah.
Pero ningon lang ko, ni malumanay lang ko kay para dili kayo masakitan ba?
No, I think, yeah.
Go ahead, continue, Jai.
Kung atuwa mo ko ng kaliton nga, wa kay dugong Espanyol, oy. Saan mo nang imuha ba yun? Murag insulto man kanako.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wanna say in a nice way, wala. Pero we wanna try to look forward to like, okay, the world has changed. It's evolved highly and everybody's moving around globally. Easy na kayong access. dali na
But
kayo.
wait, okay, before you finish, Jai, before you continue, I'm sorry.
Kana.
Wala tay dugo nga Espanyol, but the Spaniards were here for 500
300, more than
5
300 years.
for centuries, right?
Yeah.
So ngano man nga wala man koy dugo nga Espanyol, what if somewhere along the way it would be impossible nga walay nag crossbreed, if you will, right?
Breeding.
You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
so
Ito.
there is a slight possibility nga na ako'y dugong gamay, not necessarily myself personally, but naay puruhan nga naay dugo nga Espanyol ang atong mga kaigsunan because we were colonized by the Spaniards for a long time. Sharosad walay nagkahigugmaay nga Espanyol ug Filipino,
true.
right? What do you think?
Unclaimed. Because nayuban diha nga kanang gitawag nimo illegitimate, di ba?
Okay.
All right. So in terms of genetics, I would say there are
A few.
unclaimed, but by the record zone, be like around 80% are still locals, no? Coming
Even if
from-
their last name claims that they have supposedly their grandparents will tell them, your great anak was.
Kaya gidala na tong apelyido, di ba?
Yeah.
We carry the surnames of Spanish because back then, 1860s and below, the Spanish church, through the friars were commanded by Spain to say, hey, we need records of our slaves there, or let's say our people there. All right, we need to know how many they are. We need to have a tally of them.
Yeah.
So then they were given the opportunity to get last names.
To
Wala.
change.
We don't have surnames of Spanish before. We were just having, let's say, for example, we are mga tao ta sakup.
Okay.
Diba? Sakup means the people. And sakup ni Kang Lumay, for example, the leader here of Sugbo.
Okay.
So Kang Lumay in Sugbo. So the people has the Kang Lumay, or let's say Kang Lapu-Lapu.
Okay.
So we always had this way of saying like, okay, anak ka ni Jed Justin, and then imong mama is, what's your name of your mom?
Carmela.
Well, so let's say Carmela Jed something. So you know, we have this way before, and then when they give us the surnames, the last name,
Like
mo na
their
na.
system. Okay.
That's the system, and then we're part of the system.
Okay. So you're just trying to remind us na, although even though you have the last name and even though maybe your bloodline perhaps has some percentage
Perhaps.
of a different don't forget your lumad, your roots.
We do have.
Yeah.
The majority of our bloodline has still Austronesian, man. We are the ancestors of the Maoris, the
okay.
Polynesian Islanders. When you watch, I don't want to promote the movie, but when you watch Moana 2,
That's why they look
coming
like
up,
us. Yeah.
that is our story at the same time.
Okay.
Wow,
We just forgot about it.
So, Sir
Austronesian.
Sir Jai, DJ Jai, nganong importante man na? Why is it important nga makaibaw ta sa atong gigikanan? Nganong importante man na to know our roots? What does that have to do with where we are now, place and time in 2024? What is the relevance of that? Nganong maghisgot man ta na? Onya, nganong maghisgot man ta og diin ta gikan? And of course, which we will connect to the greatest Cebuano hits of all time. How do you define unsa mo ginang Sugboanon kanang Cebuano ba, like, because we are defining it as somebody who's born and raised here in Cebu, right? But maybe you can define to us further.
Yeah.
Okay, unsa mo ginang Sugboanon? Diin man na gikan gyud ang mga lumad nga taga nagpuyo diri sa isla sa Cebu. Go ahead.
Ato lang dalion gamay kay. Syempre, it would be really long.
Okay.
But let's say Austronesian.
We have all day. So pwede ra gyud ba? Go ahead.
So we are Austronesians.
Okay.
Almost the origins of Austronesians point to us coming from Taiwan.
Okay.
So the mother of the Polynesian Islanders are these people who are navigators, who knows the
Travelers.
way. We know the way.
Moana.
Okay, so going back,
Nako.
we came from Tamil Nadu. We are all part of this Hindu civilization. Hindu, I shared this
okay.
with our another interview with Jiggy. It was another show of Jiggy. Austronesians come from that race. No,
Okay.
Hindu are a group of people that is in the Indus Valley. Yeah, that's India.
Okay.
Diha na siya emerged, the civilization emerged there, all the different types of colors, sa imong mga panit, kanang different hues of
Skin,
the races,
the tone,
no?
okay.
So we all emerged from that area.
In this valley.
And then eventually, of course, came from Africa at the same time. Kaya kung mangutana mo gud din nga gikan, we'd really boil down to having all the same root anyway. Ang ato lang is we point.
You mean the Homo sapiens now?
Exactly. Homo sapiens sapiens.
You're now talking about all of humanity, right? When
Yeah.
when you said that statement, banga, we all come from the same root, right? In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but 200,000 years ago, the genetic Adam and genetic Eve came from Africa, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
So kana like let's move forward to the archipelagic islanders, I would say.
At ato ning gisubay mga kaigalaan ang unsa man ang sugbuanon, unsa man ang
Gani.
taga Cebu.
Like the history.
Naabot na ta sa Africa 200,000 years ago. And kani si Jai, kaning advocate man ni siya sa mga lumad. So he is the best to describe to us and to tell the story unsa man gining sugbuanon. Go ahead, continue. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay lang. So diri dapita karon na nata diri sa archipelagic islander.
Okay.
Before we were colonized by a lot of people, then you have the two types of races na niabot diri. There are the first ones Australasians.
Okay.
And then the Austronesians. So kaning mga gitawag nimo kulot buhok, itom kay kuan, mga ngit-ngit kayo kuan panit. Who has a lot of melanin in their skin.
Yeah.
Mga mugbo po doon sila.
Mubo po by Jiggy. Exo
Okay.
Jiggy kay kuan man kanang naanad sila sigig baklay ba nya init ang panahon.
Yeah.
So they are the nomadic people. Then they found themselves here after the ice ages and so on. And they broke.
Here meaning Cebu?
Diri sa atong archipelago.
Sa Pilipinas.
Oh, Pilipinas.
Okay.
Lain na sila nga grupo. Lain. They keep moving. Kanang mga ita na to. Lumad po
yes,
na.
yes,
They are
yes.
also native, nitibo. And during the Austronesian arrival, gamit sila barko na.
Yeah.
They're very good navigators. And that it came in kaning sa Hiligay nun, diya sa Panay. They came there. Kanang giila na tong Datu Puti. Tinuod na siya.
Yep.
There was a Datu Puti.
Dili na suka nga brand, ha? There was an actual
Before
Datu
ni Aslog.
Puti.
Yeah, Dato Puti.
Ginomdom ka ng mukasim, ginomdom ka na.
Yeah, the brand.
Nagid. Igsoon na. Nagid tay.
Sampuli ko mukasim kuno i-focus ko ang kamera ni DJ Jai.
Yeah.
Sample sa mukasim kuno DJ Jai. Ana, muna tanaw.
Muna mukasim.
I missed it. Like when you eat it.
Nganong inana man na kaning Jai, nganong mukasim man na nganong inana man na.
Ambot nga nung gihimo na nilang suka sa Datu Puti
Yeah,
katawanan
why?
No, because the brand is Datu Puti.
Okay. So
sila.
bugal-bugal lang to ila.
Oh, for sure.
Wala gid to.
No relation to what he means.
Kaya tungkol sa suka. Dato sa suka. Pero originally, I think there were the 12 Bornean Datus who came here. Or the 10, either 10 or 12. Let me get myself clear with that. The Bornean Datus. So, kana sila, duha na ka empire, no? Majapahit o Srivijayans. So, kanang Majapahit na ni dapit sa ubos. Gikan, Borneo, Indonesia, kana.
Okay.
And then, but they're all from the same roots anyway. Na
Okay.
naglahi-lahi lang og mga empires pa. And so, like, they came here, nya mo na nga, kanang mga Datuism, mga Datus, mga chiefs.
Yeah.
It's already there.
Yeah.
Gipasa-pasa na nga mga kuan. And that means that they are the ones who leads the community. And the barangay. The barangay came from Balangay. Balangay is like a boat that carries, the vessel that carries like a group of families. No?
Yeah.
There are these numbers of people. So when it became the barangay, it came from that word, kanang balangay.
So kanang barangay came
Barangay.
from balangay.
Balangay.
Kanang barrio DJ Jai, unsa man na siya? Kanang barrio
Espanyol.
na siya.
Barrio, yes.
So
Espanyol.
when you use the word barrio, that is from Spain. But
Spain,
when
yeah.
you use the word barangay,
That's
which
ours.
came from the word balangay,
Kana.
it is ours.
Ato ana.
Okay.
Barangay.
Okay.
Muragi kuan nila I think they colloquially or when they tried to find a name as mukuan because they couldn't really find any or barrio. They called it barrio before, but eventually it was slash barangay.
Okay,
And going back to
Okay, so-
the name Sugbo.
Okay.
Sugbo kaning it's a very popular system, I would say.
What do you mean by system?
Why? Because it's a burning system.
Okay.
That the military, I think even of course the U.S. military used this system where they burn in front of the coastal area
Why is that? What's the purpose?
because they want to deter the incoming vessels that are coming, like the forces that are coming to, attack or
Trade.
whatever. But it's more of like to deter them, because before we had a lot of the Moro brothers before who comes here and
Comes
captures
here
Mga pirates.
to Sugbo. Yes,
to Cebu, okay.
Pirates. Yeah.
act like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they get slaves from here.
Yeah.
So for Lumay to protect his kin, he has to do this tactic. It's a tactic called
Burn
Sugbo.
the shores.
Burn it. So he calls that, it's a spell as well, that he says that the locals, his people, will burn the front of coastal areas, and then muna nga, magsugdud na sila kalayo. Sugbo is very, very close to the term sugba. Do you know sugba? Sugbaho ni mo?
Okay.
Yeah, that's why Sugbo, when he says Sugbo, wala sila kay balo. The raiders came, and then they don't know that the people who knows the bolo, the very popular arnis,
Yeah.
that was not sticks before. Those were
Those were
bolos,
big,
really big swords.
Swords.
And so they were behind the
The
flames. Inig-abot na nila, wisik-wisik na din ang mga unsa na diha. They're all really, really dangerous people at the back of the fire.
Yeah.
So kana nga military tactic gigamit na nila. So they were able to protect until Lumay was alive. And of course, we passed on. His sons were not able to protect anymore as much as his grandson is Raja Humabon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know what? According to where I'm reading the chats here on YouTube, Jai.
Yeah.
According to Ginamos Lami, ang Napo ka Borneo dato is considered a local legend. Lisod ko na pamatud-an. Unsa man ni? Unsa may ka tinuoran ani? Is this a local legend kaning mga dato sa Borneo, or is there like a anthropological proof of them? According to him also, as he continues, I'm just reading the message, right? The Sugbo came from sulog tungod sa mga dakong suba. And na sa history nga gisunog ang Cebu is from the story of igsuon ni Raja Humabon. Ang kanang Muslim pirates na moatake sa Cebu is layo ra kuno sa istorya nga iyang nahibawan. So where do you get that information? Is this from a historian? Is this maybe you can contextualize that story kanang mga Muslim pirates nga moari diri moatake sa Cebu. Unsa may proof ana niya? Go ahead, sir.
Going back, like, ako ang basihan ani is I'm from Sugbo, taga diri ko. I don't know if our brother here on the chat group is from Sugbo.
Okay.
Look at the correlation, because we all keep saying Sugba or kind of sulug. Sulug is actually tao sa sulug, which more pertains to the people of Mindanao, or they call it tao sugs. Let's not be confused kay kung mutanaw kag sulog dire. Of course, naman gyud tay sulog. Sulog means the tides, or let's say the flow
Waves.
of the water. And I would say kung basihan lang sa historians, Jovito S. Abellanosa is a writer. And another thing, a lot of our history, if you look at our background sa una gyud, tantric manggod ta.
What is that exactly?
Tantric means a storytelling culture.
Yeah.
Matriarchal.
So history is passed on through word of mouth.
And the matriarchal.
Okay.
Yeah, at the same time.
Aside from talking, aside from storytelling, I think we also tell our stories through singing, right?
Singing, exactly.
Songs, folk songs.
And all of that stuff. And I'll stop you for a little bit here, Jai, and let's play a song from Power Spoons, because we're trying to look for the top 10 greatest songs of all time. Please continue your story right after this next song. This is a song called Barrio.
Perfect. Timely.
A Spanish word, right? When it's supposed to be called barangay, right?
Sí, señor.
On 105.1.
The best of us.
In the stereo, we waited long time to give it to ya. We bought the reg, no we rock the show. This is the way that we represent. Our phones in the stereo, we cause it massive hysteria. We waited long time to give it to ya. This is the way that we represent. We'll bounce around your town, we'll come around your barrio. So get your groove on down, it's time to start the show. We'll come around your town, we'll bounce around your body, oh. So get your groove on down. better put a move. You got to rock this party all night long. Hot spoons in the stereo. We waited long time to give it to ya. We bout to wreck, no, we rock the show. This is the way that we represent. China was a coming down to your system. Jump body in body down, you better listen. Shake your body, move your hips to the song. Do yourself in this extravaganza. Join up, we got the sound to make you dance the beat. Then we break the set, bring it on to the street. You know we represent and we come in correct. Show you enough love and respect. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You got to party like no one who's ever known. No time to disapprove. You better bust a move. You got to rock this party all night long. We'll come around your body, oh. We'll bounce around your town. We'll come around your body, oh. We'll bounce around your town. We'll come around your body, oh. We'll bounce around your town. We'll come around your body, oh, 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 oh. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You got to party like no one who's ever known. No time to disapprove. You better bust a move. You got to run this party all night long. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You got to party like no one who's ever known. No time to disapprove. You better bust a move. You got to run this party all night long.
105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music. That one is the Power Spoons. Barrio. Barrio, which is a
Barrio.
Spanish word, but that's why we don't use that anymore because we use our very own word, which is balangay, transformed into barangay,
Barangay,
right?
yeah.
The smallest unit of society in the
Yep.
Philippines, right? There's the barangay, there's the municipality or the city, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the region and there's the country. Am I correct? Is that correct?
Sakto.
Sakto ba, bay? So, bay, can you pick up where you left off? Kay murag hapit ako na sa kay murag laom kay ang imong istorya ba? But at least our listeners, ang atong mga kaigsuunan nga especially ganahan makasabot kung usag yun atong gigikanan nganong ang gitawag sa ato sugbo, right?
Yeah.
It's because of the word sugba and all of that stuff. I think that's where you left off, right? Jai, go ahead.
Kayo. And then the same time, like when we kay mga tana maguta asa tagikan, it's mo gini akong tubag by Igsoon Jiggy nga what ko kalimot sa giingon sa atong Gat Jose Rizal.
Unsa may
Gat Jose Rizal.
Isa na kinomdom. Alright.
Unsa may gisulti ni Jose Rizal?
Kung hindi marunong lumingon
Sa
sa
sariling-
pinanggalingan,
Okay.
ay hindi makararating sa paroroonan.
Okay.
So
Sakto ba na?
Yeah,
Sakto ba na?
that's the right one.
In
Sakto
Bisaya,
ba?
in Bisaya,
Sa nga Bisaya pa ang pagkastorya, kung di ka mulingi kung asa kagikan, di ka maabot asa ka paingon.
wow.
Yeah, that's true.
So kinanglan mahibaw kita ni Justina kay ganahan na ba ta mo adto sa atong atuon, di ba? Wherever that is,
wherever
right?
that is.
Maayong buntag ni Felipe Tabanao. Hi po, what's your name? I'm not sure what Felipe is all about. Hi, my name is Jiggy Juice. Right across me is Justine Narvios.
Yeah.
This is a show called
Top of the Morning!
Together with, of course, our good
Our
friend here,
guest.
our Lumad expert, our advocate, Mr. Jai, and Kuya Magic here is our in-house foreigner.
Yeah, so right now we're learning our in-house
British guy. He is one of those people that colonized the world, right? The British Empire, right?
Yeah, he's probably when he's I'm sure Kuya Magic's like his eyes are wide open listening to our discussion from our guests. He's like, this is how we did them dirty.
Yeah.
This is how we this is why this is what he's learning.
So
Yeah.
Jai, padayon Jai.
Go ahead,
So
DJ Jai.
kinsa man gini ang mga Sugboanan? Who were the first settlers of Cebu, the island of Cebu? Sa Sugbo. Before the Spaniards came in, kinsa man ta?
Muuna ta kaning isla hagud kung mingon jud kag kaning isla sa Sugbo. Wala pa ni pangalan kani adto. Ang nauna gyud kay kana gyud ato mga igsuong Aita.
Okay.
Ita.
Okay.
Katong giingon ako ganinang Australasian mo na sila katong mga lagom-lagom, kung pulkulot buhok. Di na sila territorial. They are not very territorial. Means they don't really settle on a piece of land and then build their structure there. They kind of like just find a shelter, temporarily. They're masters of letting go.
Wow.
They're I would say, ako nagkika na.
So guys, we gotta be like Aitas, guys. We have to follow.
Because we're nomadic tribes, right? We people at that time went where the food was, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was a
Build
thing. It's like a thing that's specifically to the Aitas. We were nomadic tribes because we were just looking for food, right? There was no agriculture at that time. There was no we couldn't have livestock. We couldn't grow our food. So we had to ato tag lugar, igorot sa pagkaon, mula ato na pa tag lugar.
Forward.
We were like nomadic bands. Go ahead, continue.
Mga masters is foraging.
Okay.
They really do great foraging. They know already as they move around the terrains, they know unsay atong makaon, those are edible or those are not.
Okay.
And that's why you discover medicine as well during that time. But when the Austronesian came, they already also held the systems of medicine from the Vedas, no? Kanang gitawag Ayurveda, the mother of medicine. And mo na nga intermingling, and they met with the locals, and along the they're not very territorial, so means like they accepted right away the Austronesians who came, and they settled really near the coastal areas where, of course, that's the point of trading.
Yeah.
Right? And it's also atbang ra na siya sa Butuan.
Okay.
Tarong una ko pag-mention na Butuan.
Okay, Butuan.
Kasi marag ang mga kaigsuon na itong Tagalog, may nga Butuan.
Okay.
Nya kung mga Bisaya makadungog ka na, lahi ra ba na paminaw, no? So Butuan.
Butuan.
Atong diretsohon na, mga igsoong Tagalog, Butuan.
Okay.
Please do not break the walay sila vacation diha nga.
According to Paulo Malasoma, nga naminaw nato and nananaw nato sa YouTube, he says nga Cebu or Sugbo has a bloody history as well,
no?
right?
Kayo.
So we're talking about a bloody history pre-colonial igsoon Jai, or is this colonial na siya during the Spanish era na siya ang atong bloody history?
I would say more on the colonial side. Kaning sa like kung mayong kag the moto lagi nga nauna kato sila di gito sila defensive.
Okay.
They were not like waging a war. Hey, you're in my land.
You're my territory.
This is my territory.
Yeah.
Dili. Pag-abot sa mga Austronesian, wala gid sila problema.
Okay.
Ari mi diri. Agi lang mi. Araman na sila. But then the Austronesians, pag settle na, they settled with their territories, and history aside, I would say they had their own shelter and structure before, obviously. Kay naamay na mga na-emerge nga kaning mga artifacts, no?
Yeah.
Diha sa isla sa Opon, kanang gitawag na Tugmaktan. We had like the statues of Ganesha, the statues of Shiva. Munang ningon ko ninyo, by virtue of artifacts, munang ang claims ani is not necessarily about only kinsay author, where did you read that book?
Yeah.
Who told you that story? This is based on, the maps is like you're building the pieces of the puzzle together.
Yeah.
Again, as I'm sharing this story and sa mga tigpaminaw na to mga kaigsunan diha, I know a lot of you are scholars also. There you do the studies.
Yeah.
And uban dia marites, we call that term now. It's just
Marites,
the historical marites that's going about now. I would say kung interesado mo na nga topic, hisgutan na to. Now let's all talk about it, diba?
Okay.
Jiggy?
Yes, of course. According to Ginamuslami, Vedas are are Hindu, which is from India. Sakto ba na?
Bito na akong giingnon ganina, diha tagikan kung naminaw mo sa mga nag-una mong mga panaghisgutay.
Okay.
We all came from there.
So kani mga taga Sugbo, taga Cebu, mostly ang original settlers ani niya kuan gyud unsa man gyud nga mga itong i-mention no mga
Ita ang nauna.
Asa man is lagikan nga mga Ita, diin man is lagikan.
Kana siya muna nagitawag na to nga we're still uncovering the beginnings of human genetics.
Okay.
In fact, the Tabon man, who's known to be the oldest humanoid species, are found here. And then the other recent discoveries, I think. Let me find. Prehistoric men.
Is it possible nga we are actually competing for where the genetic Adam and the genetic Eve is in Africa? Is it possible that the first ever Homo sapiens were here in Cebu, sprouted from Cebu, came from Cebu.
Let's have that verified pa karon kay.
No,
Yeah.
I wasn't making an assertion or a fact. I'm just saying, is it possible?
Possible
Possible.
sir.
Kaya kana mga ita,
Possible,
wa
sir.
magkatakbo asa na lagikan ka. Maybe they evolved here.
Oh, lagi everybody points out Africa, diba? But
So it's possible nga, or the first men and women were here.
Started off here.
It's
recent
possible, right?
discoveries of genetics, ancient humanoid species. Naman diri. I forgot the actual one aside from the Tabon man.
So when we are storytellers, like you said, right? That's how we have a record of all of these things because
Definitely.
somebody eventually
Definitely.
wrote it when
Kaayo.
the printing press was invented,
Wala
right?
pa.
So
Ang-
gikan sa storya gihimo dayon og gisuwat dayon, right?
Suwat dayon.
So pag human dayon, aside from writing, they also started singing, right? Kano sa man nagsugod og kanta ang mga Sugbuanon. Kano sa mata nagsugod og kanta? Imuhang pananaw, Bus Jai. Unsay pananaw nimo? Kano sa kata nagsugod og kanta?
Pag-abot pa lang. Pag-abot pa lang sa mga Austronesians.
Okay.
Nung nagsakay ka mga sakayan.
Okay. Unsa may proof nga nagsugod na sila kanta?
Daan na sila gitawag og chanting ato mga Austronesian kay
Wow,
Xona, no?
okay.
Gitawag na sila og kanang mantra, no? Kanang mga mantra kani adto pa na. Mantra means mana means mind, tra means freedom.
Okay.
Kay aron dili kayo ta ma-alienate ba? Kay makadungog ka bugal-bugalan na ba mantra man na siya na or kay kanang gitawag nimo yam-yam sa mga Kabisayan dire.
Unsa man ang yam-yam?
Di ba makadungog mo ay kumpiyansa na niya kay nanay yam-yam.
What on earth is
Diba?
a yam-yam? Pakadong ang yam-yam. Unsa man na?
It is like people are like a urban myth that they made to believe that if a person has a yum, they have some words coming out of their mouth like a spell. Right? That's
like voodoo.
Voodoo ba? Like
Okay.
these things. Pero ang sa tinuod lang, kanang yum came about kay kanang ako, usasag ko nga mangtutudlo diri o gitawag nimo kahiusahan.
Okay.
Kahiusahan means yoga.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
And kanang yum, that's the seed mantra or the seed sound emanating from the heart center, which originates from all the we call vritti or the propensities or the actual tendencies
So
surrounding.
that is a kind of singing, right?
It is singing. It is humming. Kay kung atong tanawon.
So nakay sample na Jai. Unsa may how does
could we hear?
how did singing sound like
At first with the
back
yum-yum.
then?
Ang ato ang chant sa mga Austronesians pag abot nila diri katawag na siya katong hiyahele.
Okay.
So, ang ato ang pag-chant nila kay tungod sa long period of just rowing on their
traveling.
vessels, di ba? So, naana sila, they've developed this chant.
So how does it sound like? Give us a sample, palihog.
Hudlo hele hiya hele, hudlo hele hiya hele, hudlo hele hiya hele, hudlo hele hiya hele. So
That should be in the top 10 greatest Cebu
That should
hits of all time, right?
Oh,
That could
lagi. Ano mo ma-appeal ya?
How about we play a song from Kadangyan? What do you say?
Ay, kaya
Jai,
sakto. Agsoon ako na, puyog puyo na.
So Sugbuanon gini silang lumad.
Kana makaingo ko ninyo, maghisgot ta sa iyahang kaliwatan o gatong kaliwatan.
Sige,
Pohon.
let's play this one.
Sige.
Kadangyan on 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music. You're listening to the music of Kadangyan Umaga as we search for the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. Of course, please join us in this conversation that we're having. This is a long time. This is overdue, long overdue. We should have had this conversation a long time ago. The top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. Join us in our conversation on YouTube, Tops Media Center. Please join us in our chats. Ginamos Lami, it's our last message. Daghang salamat, Ginamos Lami. Paulo Malasoma, daghang salamat sa imuhang pag-join sa ato ang chat group. Also on Facebook, Tops Media Center. Join us in our conversation. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice, and this show is called Top of the Morning. We want to squeeze more life out of your day by starting it this way, by starting it with a Jiggy Juice on Top of the Morning. Jai, kani si Kadangyan ba? Unsa man ni mga instrumento iyang gigamit? O niya paghuman, unsa man ni siya? What? Maybe you can give us an idea, because I think this is a sound that is very tribal, right? Grabe kay siya ang mga instrumentong gipanggamit dili kay nako familiar. Unsa man ni siya? Tell us.
Ikaw igsuon, wala na kay kakahimamat anang iyahang gipanggamit nga mga pangduyog, no?
Okay.
Or instrumento, itawag na to. Si igsuong Bava Mitra.
Kinsa man na siya?
Igsuon sa gyud na nako. Not like we're not having the same, you know.
Membro na siya sa Kadangyan.
Kauban sa Kadangyan. Kadangyan means the royal kanang tribe.
Okay.
Kay gikan siya sa Ifugao, katong mga taga diya sa Benguet, Canadian Dapita,
Okay.
Baguio ibabaw. Anhin na siya diri mga labaw nag 20 ka tuig ang miagi, no? Lapas na 20 ka tuig. Unya nagsugod na sila. Des mga kauban niya nga mga taga lain-lain gyud, taga Mindanao, taga Samar. So nagkuyog diri mga Mindanaon, mga Ifugao.
So kanang nga sound sa Kadangyan, unsa does that best represent the sound of Cebu? Is that a kind of representation of ang ato ang sound, the instruments that we use, or is this na kan ni-mention nga Ifugao man siya gidasig na iya mga instrumento gikan sa wherever the Ifugaos were. Taga-asa man gining Ifugao gali ito, bay?
Luzon, Baguio, sa kanang upper nila nga mga areas, no? Pero musulti ko, muingon kag Sugbuanon diya po na.
Okay.
Because it was born here.
Okay.
Kadangyan was born here. Not necessarily that we're talking about asa sila gikan. Kay kung imo gitan-awon, wag na sila gipanganak diri Sugbo.
Okay.
They were not born in Cebu.
Like all of us, right? Like all of us.
I mean,
like our ancestry was not born here. At least most of us, right?
Yeah, most of us. So, kaning ang ilahang music was more on the fusion. I mean, basically, it's a tribal rock. The musical instruments ang mga gipanggamit ni Baba Mitra, they're almost the same identical instruments our ancient ancestors of Sugbo were using.
Wow.
Two-string lute, kanang gitawag two-string guitars, which is katyapi or kudyapi.
Okay.
And then the gongs, the gangha, the gangsa.
Okay.
Mo nagigamit ni Baba Mitra. And then flute, no? In Mindanao, they call that the pamula or the flute. The pamula, if you are a flutist or mamulalaay. And he also plays the flute. Usapod nga flute nata diri is the nose flute. Pero again, because our ancestors were all ato lang gisulti nga gihaya na, no? Ang ato mga ancestors, a lot of them really massively. Those who carried the traditions are gone, or those who still were here moved on. Nibalhin na sila.
So kanang mga instrumento nga imong hisgutan nga gigamit sa Kadangyan, would you be able to identify unsa ka nga instrumento nga nagikan gyud sa Sugbo? Na ba kay instrumento nga original gyud sa Sugbo, or nagikan sila sa lain-lain lugar sa Pilipinas? Kay mahibong magutag ngano man nga daghan kaayo gitara sa Mactan, right?
Kayo.
So does that mean nga kanang gitara diri gyud na nagsugod, or gidara na gikan sa ubang-ubang lugar sa Pilipinas?
Kana subayon no ng gitara kay that is already introduced, pero in terms of the stringed instrument that you can play,
okay,
katong kutyapi is our instrument.
Wow.
We had that kanang the two-stringed guitar.
Wow.
Kanang yang gigamit actually, iyahan nang gi-modify, iyahan nang gi-customized for his musical expression, no? And the one that you'll hear when he's playing the strings.
So muna siyang kutsapi.
Kutsapi.
So ngano man kaayo nga daghan man kaayo nga gitara og it seems to me nga murag ang Mactan may guitar capital of Cebu if not the Philippines. Nganong adto kag Mactan mo palit jud kag gitara ngano man na?
The longest time they were here. They were first here.
Okay.
When they started colonizing the Philippines, Cebu was the longest, location. They settled.
They meaning
the Spanish people.
So gikan is Espanya ang kaning gitara.
Somehow it was actually because of they already posted themselves here, and then the trade routes.
So kanang manghihimo og tighimo og gitara.
The lutes, the
tinudluan na sa
luthier.
mga kinsa may nagtudluan na nila, kinsa may the first guitar makers of Mactan.
Honestly, in terms of guitar per se, like the classical guitar, or let's say
the one that we see in Mactan now.
I would say absolutely Spanish, man.
Okay, Spanish na siya.
So mga Spanish yun, Spanish yung kitudlo nila. Pero kung mayong katong the two-string lute, katong yung tribal pag yun siya, our ancestors already
way
knew
before
about
the
it.
guitar,
way
right?
before the guitar. We already had.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a discussion here about music from thousands, if not hundreds of not thousands of years ago, right? Even the pre-colonial and the colonial era. But we're looking for the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. And you mentioned si Boss Jai dering kana kunong kanta ni Max Surban. Usa sa guna sa mga pangangilngig nga mga kanta nagikan diri sa Sugbo, right? So what I'm going to do, maybe you can tell me a little bit more about who Max Surban is, Boss Jai. But before that, let's play a song originally done by Max Surban. Reimagine siya by a band called Juan Paasa. Balile. And ready to go global. That's Juan Paasa and Balileng. A song originally done by Max Surban.
Yeah. It's a good song.
I know, it's an unbelievably good song, and the remake is also brilliant in the same way that they made that brilliant song that sounded like it was a Japanese anime song, right? Summoning Iru. Summoning Iru. It was beautiful. So I'll let you listen to that song. It's weird. Nga, we lived in a different bubble when I was in the other radio station that I worked in, right? Lain sa tunga kalibutana. It's so like it's like I'm speaking the Bisaya language for the first time. Onya murag na naminaw sa ko sa mga kanta nga gikan diri sa Cebu. It feels like it's the first time,
Yeah.
And I love the feeling. Murag nindot jud kay paminawon ba nga. Diba, everything always sounds and looks good for the first time, right? Remember the first time you fell in love. The first time you saw the sunset, right? The first time you tasted chocolate, right? Grabe jud kay nakalami niya murag nilami og balik nga ako ang kinabuhi because I am looking at life from this brand new perspective nga maninguha na ko nga binisayan na kong tarong.
Yeah.
Kay murag atong una Inglesero mga kustanan. Di ba? Niya magunahon na ako sa atong mga kaigsuunan nga kanang kinabag-an na dili lang kay certain groups of people in society lang, you know what I mean? So nindot kay nga paminaw na ako. So kani si Max Surban ba, this is a song that I would not dream of playing in my previous radio stations, right? There was no way, Jai, nga ang Max Surban itukar og Y101, right?
I mean, nagdala ko sa show nga iskina sa kaniya to.
I'm sure there was no Max Surban.
But of course, walay Max Surban.
Okay. So Jai, can you help me introduce to our listeners atong mga Sugboanon nga tagpaminaw or tigpaminaw? Asa ba? Tag or tigpaminaw? Tigpaminaw, okay. Unsa or kinsa man ni si Max Surban? Go ahead.
Ang ato ang kanang Manoy or Tatay Max Surban, no?
Manoy.
Usa na siya. Mugiila na siya nga the father or the king. Sorry. The king of Visayan song.
Wow.
No? Kay novelty songs already it's part of our
culture.
Post-colonial ways, no? Kaning mukanta gani kag Bisaya, nindot kay paminawon kay, di ba? Kinumdum ba mo kantang kung ikaw kalibangon, dagan lang sa baybayon. Kung ikaw walay ilo, ipahid lang sa bato. Ano mo ana?
Wala kanung in a song.
In a song.
Nakadungog ni ko na mag-istorya.
A saying.
As a murag conversation ba? Moadto ko sa probinsya nga mingon sila nga imong iilo kuno kay kanang bunot or bato. Right. So why did you bring that up?
Yeah, because these are the tunes that they sing.
Okay.
No, Yoyoy silang dua. Both
Yeah,
of them,
yeah.
oh, Tatay Yoyoy and the
Puchiki.
Tatay Max are the same Bulanon.
Yeah.
Bulanon are still Visayans, no?
Okay.
So going back, kanang kanta and another song na daghan kay makarelate ani. Gikanta po ni Tatay Yoyoy.
Okay.
Manoy, manoy, manoy. Scout ako, manoy. Dili bayot, dili tomboy, taas lang og tumoy.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Yo-Yo has a song of that.
Okay.
Of that, no?
Okay.
So these songs,
I remember that song for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So kani siya novelty. These are
Yeah,
the
novelty hits.
the way we sing.
So Max
the way
Urban
of life.
is part of that genre.
Yeah.
Kanang
Sila na,
novelty.
sila na.
Nganong mura man siya king of Visayan music. How did he
I would
get to that point?
If you look, if you go back to his songs,
Okay.
dili lang basta Sugbuanon na Bisaya.
Okay.
Gikuyogan pod og Ilonggo.
Okay,
na
okay.
Inilonggo, na apoy. Basta they go all across the Visayan languages.
Okay.
And I think they even touched base with Tagalog songs.
Okay.
no?
At
So
some point.
we're trying
Later
to
on.
we're trying to make a list here. The TMC top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time.
Yeah.
And Max Urban, according to Jai here, has to be in the conversation,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Most definitely,
So
man.
if you want me to play a song from Max Urban, which I've never done it in my entire
Just now.
lifetime in
Yeah.
broadcasting. So can you pick a song for us? I'd like you to do the honors of picking a Max Urban song
Yeah,
that
DJ
we can
Jai.
play here on 105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music. Go ahead.
In my head, always Turagsoy, man.
Turagsoy.
Turagsoy.
Unsa man ning kanta? Unsa man ni
Turagsoy.
siya about? What is this song about?
It's I think it is just a story of it's all colonial mindset that they've carried all along.
Okay,
and,
these are the top 10 greatest just songs of Cebu, the greatest Cebuano songs of all time, top 10. And I think, according to Jai here,
Yeah.
Max Urban's Turagsoy should be part of the conversation. Let's listen to it together, shall we?
Let's go.
Please join us in the chats on Facebook, Tops Media Center, on YouTube, Tops Media Center, and also our official website, topsmediacenter.com. Do it now and join the conversation. Unsa man ang pinakabug at pinakangilngig nga napo nga kanta nanggagikan diri sa Sugbo. Do it now and join our conversation. This one is Max Surban.
We would like to ask our Hiligaynon, let's
Yeah.
have the Ilonggo
Yeah, the Ilonggo community.
community also join in the
Okay,
crowd if
okay,
possible, no?
okay.
But somehow let me look. Patabang ko sa
So if we
kuan.
have any people
Okay.
listening today that are
Kalimut ko sa
experts.
Turagsoy da kasi
Okay.
Turagsoy.
Okay, we're searching for the biggest, the most influential, greatest hits to come out of Cebu.
Yeah.
So Max Surban, although he is actually a Boholano,
Yeah.
nihisgot ka, pero he has become an actual music icon here in
Yeah.
Cebu as well, right? In fact, I think he was best known here in Cebu, right?
Yeah.
Did he actually live here though?
He lived here.
He lived in Cebu,
He's
right?
known to be popular and already living and staying here in Cebu.
In Cebu, right?
Oo.
Katong Baliling, murag
Mo gyud to siya.
Cebu gyud to siya, di
Katong
ba?
unang imong gitukar,
No?
mo gyud to say known to be a Cebuano music.
Okay, let's fast forward to the current era, right? We were looking for the top 10 greatest
Greatest.
Cebuano hits of
Cebuanos,
all time, and I asked several artists from Cebu, including Cali Hoods, right? Si Cali
Okay.
Hoods, nangutan ako ni
Right.
unsay imong greatest hits. Usa sa mga kanta nga iyang gibutang sa iyang top 10 is this next song. I don't know if you know these guys. Jai, you're familiar with the Cebu music scene, kaning the Ambassadors.
The Ambassadors, we played them before in the previous show.
Yeah, this one is called Forever.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're looking for the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time on 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
I may burn out like a candle, and I may pass away. I may fall just like a shooting star. My heart will stay. I'll be yours until forever. Forever I'll be true to the promise I have made from the day that I found you. Forever you're in my heart. Even if we're apart, I say forever I'll be yours. Forever I love you. I say forever I'll be yours. Forever I love you. My love will never fade away, even if I die. And I will love you until the end of time, even without your smile. So hear me please, I beg you, don't walk away. I need you to stay with me and be by my side. Take my hand and we'll walk it out until forever. I'll be yours forever. I love you, I say forever. I'll be yours forever. I'll be true. My love will never fade away, even if I die. And I will love you until the end of time, even without your smile. So hear me please, I beg you to stay.
105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music, the ambassadors, and forever.
Forever.
We are on the search, we're on the prowl for the top 10 greatest hits to come out of Cebu.
Yep.
Written and performed by a Cebuano.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you have a poll for that? Is there a poll
We
going
have
on?
an ongoing poll. That's why we're chatting with our friends.
Yeah.
According to Emperor, Reko Nako Bisan Pa by Wet Slippers. Best
Okay.
song for me. So that's his best
Suggestion.
song. Birch Tree, Turag Suy, Murag klase na sa isda sa fresh water. Kuno ba?
Tinod.
So freshwater fish na
Mudfish.
makaon na siya, dili, if you don't
Makaon,
mind.
gihapon.
na siya.
So it's a song about cooking the fish, like
Oh,
how
yeah.
kalami, di ba?
Si,
Okay.
si
Yeah.
Dave po,
Kanami.
Dave Katubig po, ingon siya, Turag Suy is a kind of freshwater fish, bro. Oh, I love our viewers and our listeners.
know, they're helping us out.
Grabe jud kayo.
Salamat kayo ninyo.
Thank you.
Daghang salamat. Once again, if you want to join the conversation, please join us on YouTube, Tops Media Center, our official page, webpage, topsmediacenter.com. On YouTube, on Facebook, it's Tops Media Center. You can join the conversation, especially on YouTube. Kinaman tayo ginatawag lang chat group, right?
Yep. And we can see all your comments and
We can
suggestions in real time.
Not only that, we can feel you. We can feel you. Because you know what?
Yeah, that's true.
Radio really is personal, right? I mean, we listen to radio personally. We don't, gone are the days nga mag-alirong ta sa lamisa.
Yeah.
Kunya maminaw to og radyo. Kaya na may TV, right? Pero kanang radyo, ikaw rin usang maminaw na usually.
Yeah, oftentimes you listen to it in the car when you're alone.
Yeah, or
so-
maybe sa inyong bahay, di ba?
Yeah.
Anatay mga tagpaminaw sa Moalboal. Bay, would you believe bay madunggan ta sa Moalboal?
Ala kanin doon.
Yeah.
Madunggan ta sa Barili,
Barili.
sa Dakit, sa Pinamungahan, sa Karkar, sa Naga, sa Minglanilla. Hapit na ko nakita si Morissette dito. Hapit ra kayo.
Hapit ra kayo.
Nilarga naman siya, di ba?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you enjoying so far? We have a poll here. 100% yes.
Yay. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for the vote of confidence.
Yep.
Just one, but that's okay. That's
That's
good
enough.
enough.
That's enough.
So, Jai, ikaw Jai, unsa man imuhang, aside from Max Surban, that should be in the list of the top 10 greatest Cebuano songs of all time, but it still has to be argued, right? Now, he's not actually a native Cebuano. He's like an adopted Cebuano because
Adopted na.
Bulanon man na siya, right? We will have a survey for the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits. But si Max Surban, nataon na siya sa Bohol pero nagdako na dire sa Sugbo, di ba?
Yeah.
Bitaw.
Sakto sa, di ba?
Oh.
So kanang butanga diha, would that disqualify him? What do you think, Justine? Should that disqualify Max Surban as the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time? But sa ako ang personal perspective, ako nagdako ko nga nagtuo ko nga si Max Surban
Isa Cebuano, yeah.
Isa Cebuano.
Me
Kay
too.
kanang baliling, grabe man kay naka Cebuano ginakantagin, more
Tayo.
organic kay Cebuano ba?
Yeah. So I would still say that he's a Cebuano even though he wasn't born here.
Okay.
Yesterday with our previous guest Dice, we spoke about how one of the criteria when we say it's supposed to be in the top 10 is its popularity, whether it made waves in Cebu, and definitely songs like Balilang did, and it had a sense of influence wherein even people from outside of Cebu love the song from all over Visayas. So
and they know it's coming from Cebu.
Yeah.
Ni emanate from Cebu, right?
Yeah. So
meaning to say the creation of the song came from Cebu. Diri gihimo, di ba? So the inspiration came from Cebu. The recording perhaps
was probably here
done in Cebu, right?
It was first popularized here in Cebu.
So
the first audiences to appreciate it are from
so qualify good siguro
siya.
Yeah,
definitely. Even if he was born in a different place in Bohol.
Okay.
So let's put him on the list.
Yes, let's put him on the list. Max Surban.
Max Surban.
And aside from Max Surban, kinsa pa baka lain nato nga Sugboanon nga mo qualify as one of the top 10 greatest hits of all time.
Ambot lang nahisgutan na ba dire si Kuan Budoy, nahisgutan na si Budoy.
Budoy, si Junior Kilat.
Oo.
Kana appeal gina siya sa storya.
Siyempre, di ba? Kuha na siya, waray sad na siya.
Okay.
Pero, diri sad siya
Grabiha ba sa waray din na si
waray po na si Budoy.
Buang nga sa. Abi na ko kaning si Budoy, taga Cebu na siya. Pero ang ako ang namatan is Budoy is really like as Bisaya as you can get, right?
Kayo.
Wala na yung masugboan nun pa.
Yeah.
Pero nganong naunsa man siya, nganong na padpad man siya diri sa Sugbo.
UP.
Sa eskwelahan.
Skwela nag-UP.
Okay, paghuman.
Artist na sila.
Okay.
Nauna po na diri sa mga sa music scene in terms of exploratory music.
Okay.
And artist yun, like makita gini mo ang artist mo, it's not only visual arts like painting.
Yeah,
of course,
exactly. Performing arts.
Exactly. They go by every facet. Lain-lain yun nilang tirada ba? Nya mo na nga ang tirada niya mo na nya nindot.
Listening to you from Basak, Lapu-Lapu
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning
Top
to
of
you.
the morning also to Alvis Dumasis, who's listening to us right now as well on this YouTube stream.
Okay, daghang salamat. Please join
Thank
us in the
you.
conversation. Morning ato ang conversation, Jai, nga we should have done a long time ago, right?
Ito.
The top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. And he's got diri si Chester nga Yoyoy Villamico, no?
Yep,
Pero
same as Max Surban.
naaman sa he's got earlier nga kana kuno si Yoyo dili sa gana taga Cebu kuno.
Bulanon gyapon.
Bulanon gyapon na siya.
Taging ano ko.
So ngano man ibay nga daghan mang sa kayong mga manggiitan nga mga manunulat ug mga ngawit nga nagikan sa Bohol ngano man na? Unsa may tan-an mo, is it because of the chocolate hills of the tarsiers and so on unsa man na?
Dili siguro daghan pero like
Kana sila
significantly.
iconic man na sila ba? Max Surban og Yoyoy Villame. That's easily in the pantheon in the
etched
in the Mount what do you call that? Mount Rushmore of Cebuano Visayas artists, right? So ngano man gikan man sila? What is in Bohol ka tan-aw nimo?
I think kusog kayo ilahang the way it's that they're also not so like massive as in terms of population compared to Cebu, and then their community is I think lingin ilang isla. Lingin ang ilang isla, no, around there.
What does it have to do with their art? I'm curious.
I have something about circles always that's very interesting when you look at how you're in a holon or in a form bitaw nga lingin nga. Ang ilahang kasada tuyok and so
circular. Okay.
Circular ba?
Okay.
Anya ang ilahang mga bungtod ilado kayo na siya very popular kanang mga chocolate hills.
Okay.
It's also like a if you look at the circle, it's not just a completely rounded out circle. You could also look at it as from above. It's actually a spiral.
Yeah, so like
Diba?
Fibonacci sequence.
Exactly.
The golden ratio. God's
the Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah, we see everywhere.
So what does that have to do with their
Ang
music?
ilang energy siguro, ako lang gamitan sa mga base sa itong mga pag-observe. Ang ilang energy is very concentrated.
Okay.
So, nihisgot man ka nagsung Jiggy nga nganong mga taga-Bohol, magini sila nga nindot kayo.
Si Yoyoy Villame o si Max Surban, right?
Apil pang boksidor nga si Kuan, kaning si ngalan na ning katong napildi ni
Flash
Inoue.
Lorde?
Inoue, katong napildi ni Inoue.
Bago lang.
Gana na.
Daghan lang mga boxers sa Pilipinas. Porting daghan ang boxer.
We have a lot of boxers.
Donaire.
Wow, he's from Bohol?
Bulanon po da. Oh.
The first national anthem I sang for boxing match was Kang Donaire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, versus some Thai guy here in Waterfront to Cebu.
Wow.
So I'll never forget him.
Tell me about what you don't forget about Donaire.
Well, that's the very first time I sang the national anthem for like a major event. It was at his fight.
How does it feel to sing the Philippine national anthem in front of thousands of people in an event that's being watched all over the world? How do you feel about that?
There was a bit of some pressure because you can't stylize the national anthem. If you get the lyrics wrong, you're dead.
Okay.
People are gonna come for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Second, I was so proud because he's a Cebuano. I thought he was a Cebuano, but apparently he's from Bohol. My
Bohol,
bad, no,
okay.
to him and his team,
Okay.
and his fans. But yeah, he's from Bohol, and I was proud. Kay yung kalaban was some Thai guy, and
Thai.
he was the Thai guy was singing in front of me. Niya mas una man ang national anthem. So when I was singing the Philippine national, I was like looking at him dead in the eye, like ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Looking at him like you're in our you're in our territory. Even though I didn't know who Donaire was at that time. I didn't know. I didn't watch his fights. I just
See?
scared that he's ours. He's Filipino. Yeah.
And then after that,
Sorry,
he
sir.
started, growing his career
Right,
and
yeah.
he's
But
winning.
but it's crazy, right? What a violent song, right?
I didn't mean it to be violent. I was trying to-
mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Oh
my God, man.
I know our
Kana,
anthem is
kana.
really, but
Good
it was so
love.
sad because for their anthem they just played a track, which is okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, you
Yeah.
had to have it live. You should have brought someone. Anyway, so sorry for butting in. I just remembered.
But
yeah.
actually, regarding the song, we were in that marching culture, Magad, if you remember.
Okay.
We were in that marching culture. That's why that song was made during that time, in that regime.
It's meant to be like a march anthem.
It is a
something like
march
that?
anthem.
Ah,
It is during the
okay.
wars.
Oh, that's why it sounded.
That's how it is.
okay.
March culture na siya niya.
What does march culture mean? I don't
Because
understand.
we were marching all the way to our deaths anyway.
Like the Bataan Death March, you mean? What do you mean?
Exactly like
Okay.
that. So that song emerged from that time, and the writer of the song, I forgot the name of the writer.
I forgot.
Wow.
So
So,
I'm so sorry.
Kanang ending niya Igsoon, I would say to everybody here, especially sa mga naminaw na to, is that it was made because those were the era where the Filipino people are.
Mm-hmm.
We are sacrificing our lives
Yeah.
for the
Wow.
name, for the flag.
So grabe gyud kay ang ato ang courage,
Anthem,
right?
no?
Yeah, we have to be very brave because we're about to die.
Yeah.
No?
Kaning mga Sugboanon kaning
One artist, right?
Abso-freaking-lutely Power Spoons together
Spoons.
with Cookies.
Cookies. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on the list. I would
Yeah,
say.
right? Maing buntang ni Birch Tree. Birch Tree is a long-time radio fan. Grabihan ning Birch Tree. Namina ni radio bata pa ko karon. Bata lang gyapon. How about playing the song the immortal song Kasadya ning Taknaan?
Wow,
Christmas
yup.
song of Vincent Ruby and Mariana.
of a still.
What did you just do, man?
Oh, you did a voice.
What-
Voice.
Low. Ganahan ko aning dili ta palupig by Power Spoons kay kasagaran mga kanta sa Cebuano kay bahin sa gugma.
Okay naman sad na, but
Nga mga
A
igso
change.
man ta. That's one of my
Mga isog
favorite
daw ta.
heroic songs kuno according to
Wow.
Philip Andrew Mayol of Skip the Flip.
I don't know. Maybe Philip Andrew Mayol listens to this in the day to hype himself up. No, you know what? That's gonna be a new alarm. That's good for.
Di ta palupig, right?
Yeah, that's a good alarm.
But we were
Morning hype.
We were talking about how violent the ending of the song is nang mamatay nang dahil sa ang
For the
mamatay
lupang hinirang,
nang
yeah.
dahil sa iyo, right? Kana siya, it's the same vein as Dita Palupig, right? So the writer of that song, Lupang Hinirang, is
Julian Felipe, right?
Julian Felipe,
Okay,
right?
Julian Felipe.
He was marching to his death or something like that. That's what the
That's
song
how
is
it
about.
felt. That's how it
That's how it felt
Wow.
like, right?
Yeah.
So
Because everybody died saving this flag and
Okay.
saving this country. Like
okay.
Lapula, Kilat, the
Leon Kilat.
Leon Kilat.
Leon
Died.
Kilat.
Yeah.
who else
Cebu.
died? Of Cebu. And
Andres
then
Bonifacio, a lot of the Katipuneros.
yes,
yeah.
Gabriela Silang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody died in the name of the
In
flag.
the name of the country.
Yeah, that's
So,
why
yeah.
it's March. But
Okay.
but sultis ako regarding Bisaya, no? Because we were talking about the Bisaya language. The closer relation to the Tagalog
Yeah,
language.
I was going to ask you that question. Let me phrase the question before you answer it, or before you talk about it. But before that, please join us in our conversation. This is the long overdue conversation about the top 10 greatest hits of Cebu. Kanang lumad nga taga Cebuanon at taga Cebu, not necessarily nga taga Cebu gid siya na tao, but it has to be a Cebu, taga Cebu na siya, meaning to say he lived here for a long time,
Yeah.
right? Cebuano song written by and performed by a Cebuano. Mo na ang mga criteria to qualify for the top 10 greatest Cebuano hits of all time. Like I was telling Justine earlier, kanang ang recording mo good sa mga number of listens, number of sales, number of streams. Wala pa na ni atong una. So wala gyud tay record na. So it's just imuha na lang ng a personal opinion na lang yun.
Exactly.
In terms of how you feel how that song
Why do you feel like it's iconic?
Why
Right, no?
how has it impacted
Yes, exactly.
music in
And that makes the list very inclusive in a way. No, we're not
Yes.
just looking at streams or kung asa ni siya na what year.
Or
in fact, all time that's super difficult to make. But
also kaning dili what limit sa to the most popular, right?
Yeah,
it could be
that too.
It could be a little known song nga
Yeah.
ngilngig kay pagkasuwat, ngilngig kayo pagkanta, ni what na nakaibaw, maybe this will bring light, the spotlight
Exactly.
into that song, which is also great. So Jai, ang akong pangutana is okay, they're all saying him good because I was talking to a few linguists before. Ingon sila nga kanang kanong because I made the mistake of saying kanang Bisaya is a dialect.
Yeah.
Ingon sila nga lingwahe gyud kuno na. Dili na siya dialect. Kanang lingwahe, kanang language man gud kuno. Kaning it evolved independently. But I was surprised when you said nga kanang kadiyang Bisaya related ya po na sa Tagalog. Pasabta ko na kung unsa may connection sa Tagalog ug sa Bisaya.
Again, it is part of an Austronesian language family.
Okay.
So usa na sila tanan. Ang nakabuwag lang nila, I think it separated because aside from the fact that we're all islands separated away from each other, if you look at the Cebuano Bisaya, it is originally here Cebu na ni evolve. If you look at also the Bisaya that is Hiligay noon evolved in Iloilo.
Okay.
And even in that Panay area, you have a lot of different family of, I could say even languages, sub-languages around it. Like example, Karaya. You can never, compare Karaya to Aklanon.
So ang mother tongue na niya, mother language
is Bisaya.
Is
The Austronesian.
Austronesian.
Yes.
So nganong Austronesian man. So they were one of the first inhabitants of the Philippines.
Yeah, the Philippines.
So pag-evolve niya pag-abot na sa Cebu, nilain na siya pag-evolve,
usab na,
pag-develop.
Like they have their own
Pero
evolution.
Nagi mo tayo words nga in common, right?
We have common words.
We talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Unsa tong word katong
tulog.
Oh. Sa Tinagawog kay tulog man na.
Tulog.
Sa Binisaya is tug.
Yeah. Ang
balay, di ba?
Balay is bay, but of course because we always tend to shortcut sa Bisaya, Cebuano in our words.
Okay.
Babae means baye, or I want to say this also that we have almost the same language with Indonesia as well.
Really?
Because we could have
Aku.
Yeah, we have the similar words that they're using.
Sayang.
Okay. I think so.
Sayang
Yeah.
means like love for them, and then for ours means like sayang, like something was wasted. Right?
Wow. What's that? What's that?
Teremakasi.
What's a telemakasi?
That's how they say thank you.
What is a kind? Is it a kind of cell phone? Telemakasi. What is that? Is it a kind of communication?
That's how you say thank you.
In Indonesia?
Telemakasi.
Teremakasi.
So even the intonation and the way that the words are structured, or the kanang vowels and consonants, very similar to Filipino. Right?
Malaysia, they have the selamat.
Yeah,
Selamat.
selamat,
But it's their
right.
greeting. No? Selamat, like, it's like good. No? Like good morning.
Salamat.
Salamat.
But that actually is because they have the same Austronesian language that they're using. That's why down the line.
So salamat is like a universal, like
Selamat they say.
That's
they
for
say
them.
in
selamat.
Indonesia.
Yeah,
in
Malaysia.
In
Malaysia.
Tagalog, it's salamat, right?
Salamat.
Sa Pilipinas, way sapayan, di ba? Layo, layo.
Sa Cebuano.
Cebuano. Nga layo ramang
way
kayo
sa
ba?
I would say ang ato ang pag-evolve sa atong language is based on how we
Wait a minute.
relate with each other.
Salamat is thank you, right?
Yeah.
Why
okay.
sapayan is you're welcome, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct? No.
Yeah, maybe it translates to like no problem. That's why it sounds like okay.
Unsa may binisaya gud sa salamat day?
Ang Bisaya sa salamat. Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you. So pareha ra lagi.
Your welcome is walay sapayan.
So salamat is the same.
Okay.
Salamat the
So
same
this
lang.
is one of our overlaps, right? Salamat is a
Like that,
universal, which is a word that is common even in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, right?
Yeah.
Salamat.
That was a cool song. I hope the listeners liked it. And if they liked the song as much as when they heard it on air, they're gonna love it more.
Performed live,
Yeah,
right?
when they hear it live.
That's gonna be crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since the Dawn stepped on Cebu soil, right?
Ah,
So
okay.
it's about this is like a long
Like a homecoming.
overdue concert.
Okay.
The Dawn has got like a huge fan base in Cebu.
Yeah.
And Ronji, I know that's my friend. Bernard Sia, like I can name
All of them.
drop these names.
These
who are
big names.
huge fans of the Dawn, and you can watch them perform live here at the Circle this October 4. Okay, and the tickets will be for only 500 pesos,
Okay.
and we're gonna start charging 500 pesos starting at 5 p.m. I think. So anyone
Okay,
who goes
got it.
in Tops has to pay 500
500
pesos and has to
pesos.
watch the Dawn, and you'll be pleasantly surprised if you did not come here to watch the Dawn because you will be entertained by this amazing band.
Right. And have we given away the 2 tickets yet?
Yes, we already gave out to that person from
Oh,
Mole
From Mobile. Congratulations.
Mole Bowl.
Woo.
Here's what we're
Mole Bowl.
going.
Dili Mole Bowl.
Here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're gonna transfer the conversation on YouTube as far as the
Okay,
contest is
perfect.
concerned. Here's what I want you to do: join us on our YouTube Tops Media Center, and I want you to take a photograph of you listening to 105.1 TMC.
I love that.
With a background. Okay.
Okay, with the content in the
Oh, ang
background.
pinakalayuan nga picture, meaning to say you are listening to us from the furthest ends of the earth.
Okay, perfect.
Wins, right?
This counts even for those online. If you're in another country or out of Cebu,
Well, you can't claim.
you can stream.
You can't claim your tickets.
Oh,
But-
within the next days, yeah.
But who knows?
Who knows? If you're coming home or
just like Speed, you can bring your chopper.
yeah,
and-
park it at the sky deck.
Can we have permission to land here for a chopper again?
Sure, of course. Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
He's the man.
Game Magic made it happen last time.
Yeah,
we can
so
make it happen again.
We can land your chopper here to pick up your tickets, right,
Yep.
for the Dawn. But please don't do it on the day itself because there's going to be like setup already.
I know.
We're gonna be setting up
They're
the
gonna think
stage.
it's the performers arriving.
No, but it's not. It's just you claiming your tickets,
Yeah.
right?
I'm here to get the tickets,
Yeah,
guys.
because you're too cheap to buy tickets, but too rich to
to take a plane
to
or
take
a
a plane.
chopper to come
Yeah,
home to pick
yeah,
them up, right? Yeah.
They can also do that on Facebook as well. So send us a message with a photograph of you listening to 105.1 TMT. It doesn't matter if it's from a regular transistor terrestrial radio, or you could be listening to us on YouTube, on Facebook, and what are the other platforms on our official page. My friend in Vegas is asking how he can listen to us in his Tesla.
Wow.
How will he do that? How will he do that? Teach him, please.
Okay, right. You're gonna have to open up your. I believe the Tesla has the browser option or
Yeah.
internet browser inside your Tesla. You open up that and type in topsmediacenter.com.
Okay.
And then it should center your Tesla console to the play button. And if you click that play button, you'll be able to hear us in your Tesla. Yeah.
Perfect.
We like Tesla listeners too, right? we want habal listeners. We
Yeah.
like tricycle listeners. We
Whatever
also like
you're writing, if you have a cell phone and a radio,
a Tesla or a tricycle.
Tricycle.
It doesn't matter, right?
doesn't matter.
Because we are very inclusive here, right?
We
On
are.
105.1 TMC. And Jai, before we wrap this up, because I think we're going a little overtime here, I wanted to talk about Yoyoy Villami, right? Yoyoy Villami is just like Max Sorban is also not from Cebu. But what do you have to say about who Yoyoy Villami is, and why should he be part of the conversation of the greatest Cebuano hits of all time? Nga nang apil man ni siya nga si Yoyoy, dili sa ni taga Cebu, right? Taga Bohol ni siya. Nga naman apil man siya sa ato ang conversation.
Because all along he was representing Cebu in his artistry, in his craft, and everybody knows of him hailing from Cebu.
Okay.
They never talked about where is he born.
Okay.
They were all pointing out he's from Cebu.
Okay.
Yeah, aside from being Bisaya.
so he represented us really well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tatay Yoyoy.
So he should
Tata, if Manoy to si Max Serban.
he should be part of the conversation too, right?
Definitely.
Of the
They're
top 10
both tatay.
greatest Cebu hits of
Of
all
course,
time. And
yeah.
and I think Justin here has a bunch of friends who would
Yeah.
like to include in the conversation several other Cebuano artists. Go ahead,
Right.
Justin.
So I'd like to give a big shout out to Maxim Ilagan. He's a teacher also from Sacred Heart School at Ateneo de Cebu.
Wow,
Hi,
shout
Sir
out.
Max. So he wants to hear from an artist called, let's see.
Is it Jackie Chang? Pero Atikra?
Yes, we also have a request, Pero Atica from E.G. Arganza. He wants to listen to Ferdinand
Aragon, right?
Aragon.
Oh, I love Ferdinand
Right, so we got
Aragon.
these songs lined up for you guys, and we
Okay.
hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, here's that song that you're talking about, Justin. Pero Atikra. Kanang word nga Atik, ba ba? Unsa man ang word? Mura man it's
Yeah, how would you ano?
That's kind of a weird word, right? Because
Atik.
atik, mura man siya
Atik-atik.
murag dili na siya binisaya ba? Murag where does that come from, right? Kanang atik, what's an atik?
I don't know the etymology where it originated.
Yeah.
Pero if you look at it, balik-balik man na siya, we have words like
Atik-atik, right?
atik-atik.
Oh.
Yeah, it means it's just kidding.
You're just
Kidding.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Kidding
Yeah.
or joking. But
Wait,
there's also a local term called tiaw. Means
Tiaw,
that-
tiaw. Tiaw,
yeah,
tiaw, right?
tiaw.
Yeah.
Again, tiaw is it's also
Dili
meaning
kanang atik ba? Mura man na siya the word sounds kind of doesn't belong to
Yeah, why atik? Like,
What's atik?
would you perhaps know the
Let-
etymology?
more like
let's
Yeah.
look for where that
Let's
word
look
came
for-
from while we
Someone else like he can have his relative.
Hey, listening from New Zealand. Wow. Okay, guys. So, guys, don't forget, send those photos. Let's
Send
go.
us proof.
dili ni atik ra mga hatag yun mi og tickets. Uy,
Yeah, we're for real. We're for real.
well for reals. And in fact, Raul Alo sent us a photograph of
Perfect.
him together with the actual geographic location of where he is right now.
So where is he at? Where's
He's pointing at this is Cebu, right?
okay.
He's all the way in New Zealand.
Wow.
So nilabay patag Papua New Guinea, Australia, Indonesia before naabot sa
Okay, now that's the
sa
farthest.
Pilipinas.
Congratulations.
How many kilometers is this? You have to
Oh
say
my
you have
goodness.
to measure it. You have to bring your tape measure when you fly next time, okay? So, but
Wow.
this looks very far, right?
Now, what time is it in New Zealand?
Yeah, good question. So,
Maybe it's like 3 a.m. and he's like,
Yes.
I gotta play this. I gotta listen to.
I'm reading YouTube now, Tops Media Center, and he said, sent a photo, bro. Can my sister claim the Dawn tickets?
Yes.
But only if he cannot claim it in a chopper.
You can't
Alright.
come here on a chopper, sir.
Okay.
Sir Raul Alo.
We did not know nga ato mga listeners pobre di ay. Dili din maka-afford og chopper.
They can't get the tickets. Di pa gid sa chopper. Nah.
Sana man mo.
We have the upstairs, the 360 deck for them to park the what you call this land, the chopper.
Sama ni sila. Dili ka afford og chopper, bro. Kaloy sa nimo eh. Anyway, aton lang ihatag siyang igsuon kung di
Sige
siya
na lang,
maka-claim.
sige
Then
na
sige
lang.
na lang oh. Parang jet plane na siguro yan.
Maybe jet plane na
jet
siguro,
plane,
no? Oo.
private jet siguro to yan. Makalanding tag jet plane. Can we land a jet plane here by any chance?
Dito sa circle
It's
sa
the
Tops.
Philippines. Anything's possible.
It's
Yeah.
possible. Or pwede ka mo.
Dito sa circle in Tops.
Pwede,
Right there.
pwede siya mag-parachute. Di siguro pwede sa.
paraglide.
Paraglide only.
Anyway. So congratulations, Raul Alo. We'll give you the pair of tickets to watch The Dawn and let your sister claim it. Just make sure you give me her name also, right? This is if and when you can't claim your tickets in a chopper. And Justine, do you have anything to say over there? You have more messages from all of your friends and family who are listening to us right now. Once again,
Yep, I'd like to thank everyone who's voted on the polls and also who answered my question on Instagram. So we're trying to get as much input as possible.
input.
This coming up with the 10 greatest hits of Cebu, or like the 10 best hits written and performed by Cebuanos, is really difficult. We can't even round it down to like 50.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need as much inputs as we can. So if you can join our Facebook chats, our YouTube video chats, and also hit me up on Instagram if you have some songs you want to play. So one of my closest friends, Sir Max Ilagan, a teacher from Sacred Heart School Ateneo de Cebu, Magis morning to you, sir, requested any song by Ferdinand Aragon.
Wow, I love Ferdinand Aragon.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Ferdinand Aragon? Guy, not yet.
No,
I'll hear that.
not yet. No.
This
No.
song is so sad. This song is
Oh,
no. That one is called Matag Piraso. It's heartbreaking, right?
Yeah, it is. It is, and also the way he performs it is
Yeah.
very emotional.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're going over time now.
Oh.
OT. Kuya Magic is about to kick us out.
Yeah. Again. He'll be like, yeah, you guys overtimed yesterday.
That's why we need a week to do this. We need a week to be
day.
able.
Exactly. A morning show is not enough. But that's why, good news, we're going to be finding this list until the end of the week. So if you haven't sent in requests today, you feel like you weren't able to get your word out or say your opinion, you've got lots of chances.
You know,
for the
I
entire
ask
week.
people like Cookies to submit their
His
own
list.
top 10 list. So we're going to talk about ang iyahang top 10 list for the greatest Cebuano songs of all time. That's going to be very interesting from Cookies and all of you guys listeners out there katong atong mga tagpaminaw na sa gawas sa Pilipinas, sa New
Hi.
Zealand, katong nasa New Zealand,
Yeah.
right? Katong nasa Las Vegas, katong
Yeah.
nasa masigasa mo sa Middle East.
Yeah.
Na kay mga kaila jay nga wala nagpuyo diri sa Pilipinas nga
Could tune in?
naminaw nato
Wag na po yung kalibutan. Nasa ko kaila.
Asa naman sila nga planeta.
Laing planeta.
Nag-ingon man to nakita dong headlines this morning si Donald Trump nga kung siya ang mapresidente kuno
What?
makapuyo na ta sa
Mars?
Mars
Oh,
kuno
gosh.
during his term. And the punchline of the joke was to get away from him. That's another story
Perfect.
that we can't talk about here because we're talking about Cebuano Bisaya stuff here. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw namo
Thank
diri
you,
sa
thank
ato ang
you.
Top of the Morning with Justine Narvios and myself, Jiggy Juice. Squeeze more life out of your day with the Top of the Morning. Atong conversation is about the top 10 greatest Cebuano songs of all time. Maing buntag
That's right.
ni Yuki, atong Haponesa nga
Yep.
amiga nga naminaw
From
nato
the
from Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue. Thank you so
Una
much.
iyang kompanya nga iyang gitrabahoan, I think. Daghang salamat ya Yuki. Ajay na kay last few words before we wrap this up.
Kuan, ang importante sa mga Bisaya, no? All of us is to start really looking within our isla and our Visayas because we want to really inculcate our own way of expression, arts, music, and also performances, no? So, ani ako, kanunay gaalagad and kuyugan ko ang akong igsoong Jiggy and of course our good friend here also Justine.
Thank you.
And Kuya Magic in the top of Cebu or
The name of the show is Top of the Morning.
Top of the Morning.
The name of the
station is
the center is Tops Media Center or TMC or the most
TMC.
Cebu music, and the whole entire property is called Tops.
Top of the
And we are 2,000 feet closer to heaven. And kung diri ka mga G, mas madunggan
Yeah,
sa
the signal is
sa-
stronger to God.
Dol-dol na lang sa
Mas
langit.
dol-dol imong signal, dol-dol na lang sa langit.
Tinod.
Gamay na lang imong shagit,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
Let's do
Shagit.
it.
I like Shagit.
Shagit.
If you want, I can do Shagit Sugbo.
What
That could be a really good name.
Shagit Sugbo.
Shagit Sugbo.
Sugbo.
Nindot sadna, nindot
Shagit
sadna.
Sugbo.
Shagit Sugbo. So, I'm gonna wrap this up with that song that I was telling you about. Nga murag hinapon. Kaya naman tayo Haponesa nga listener.
Yeah.
Katong si Yuki ba?
Oh.
Yuki. So I have a song for you, Yuki. Kung
Kani.
kung tinudunay gyud ka nga Japanese man na si Yuki, right? Yuki is Japanese, right? Right? Seriously.
I think
I think so. Maybe she.
Part Japanese, right? We know Yuki, right? Right? Yeah, Japanese. So we're gonna play a song for you, Yuki,
Yeah.
because you're Japanese or half Japanese, and maybe you can let your co-workers in Fifth Avenue decipher this next song. Og unsam gi pasabot aning kantaha nga ginatawag og Summoning Iro from Juan Paasa. Let's do it again tomorrow. Top of the
See
morning.
you again tomorrow.
We're the Jiggy Juice and
Justine Narvios.
on 105.1.
The best of us.
The best. Yeah.
Yeah.